nerve-wracking. Weird things, people. But we're here. A little late. Sorry. Here we go. This one. Let's get this thing going for God's sakes. All right. Let's have a great time. Let's all hang out and just have a great time. KTRD, home of the Polyester Blend Network, is now on the air. Welcome to another broadcast day. Polyester Blend Live streams Mondays at 8 o'clock over the internet from the Schledio in Salt Lake City, Utah. It is also simulcast from UHF station KTRD, 299 MHz frequency from Hastings Dip in Utah's West Desert. As Polyester Blend Network and KTRD starts its broadcast day, we ask you to join us as we dissect, try to understand, poke fun, and also share our love of this strange Utah existence. Oh yeah, we will. Nice little respite. Nice little respite from the heat with a little rain, a little drizzle.
I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that?
But we are never a little drizzle here on this.
You're getting drizzled on?
I got a little drizz.
No drizz over here. Must be a scattered drizz.
Scattered drizz, but we're never a scattered drizz on Polyester. We're a full thunderstorm of lightning, rain, and just powerful, the power of nature. We embody that in the form of a TV show. It's not a podcast, a TV show. We do it every Monday, sometimes a little after 9. We try to be on at 9, but doesn't matter. We're all here. Summer dollars. I think I'll buy it. Live from the Schledio in Rose Park, Salt Lake City, it's your good friend Ryan Schlegel with his Podfather on time because he's a tired boy. He might not be able to make it the whole time, but he still shows up for you people. He still makes sure he's going to be there for you.
Here I am.
Count on Unky Clay. He's always going to be there for you. Clay, true or false?
Yo.
What time did you wake up today? 4 a.m.?
Well, 3 a.m. actually.
What time did you go to bed?
Oh, about probably midnight. Then I flew.
Oh, wow, we're glad you're here.
Then I worked.
Oh, take the day
You know those
off.
days at work where you just feel invisible?
Yeah, well, why didn't take the day off? Because you ran out of time? No, man of the people.
I was needed, man.
This guy, you hired Clayton, he is there for you. He is there for you. Coming from the getting 3 hours of sleep capital of Southern California, also known as San Diego, he is our man. Ryan, are you sleepy boy? How are you doing?
I'm a little sleepy.
Oh.
It's been a day.
Oh, you're back at work
but
too,
I'm
right?
very, very happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Happy to have you.
You back at work? Work started
Yeah,
up for you?
classes started today.
Oh. How was it, Ryan? Was it like, okay, I still have my energy, I can do this, or were you like, oh, kill me already?
Well, it was a crazy day. I can talk about it later, or I can. I'll just.
We got point of order.
Let's do it.
You want
Okay.
to do it? What do you want? You want to do it now?
Nah, I'll wait.
Okay.
Let's get things rolling a little bit.
It was the rare Polyester Blend point of order tonight, where Ryan, I think, has more than anyone else in point of order.
Wow.
I can't believe it. Very rare, but always welcomed and loved. Speaking of welcomed and loved, everybody, join us here. The Zoom link is in the YouTube chat. Talk to us in the YouTube chat. That's probably the best way to talk to us during the show live. Also, if you want to get to know us on a social media level, We're really only fucking with this Instagram, and we're really not doing much, but we're trying. I mean, theoretically things will come out of here. I just don't. Wait, do I gotta post things, Clay? Like, hey, right. Like, I guess I could. But we love you all. We should be communicating there. Check us out at Polyester Blend Live on Instagram. And I'd be remiss, gentlemen. We have a duty here. If we're gonna have a good show, we need to know if we're gonna have a good one. As if I get this basketball shot in. That's right, everyone. If I get this basketball shot in,
as always,
not only will we have a great show, but of course,
well, I've never heard the bridge of this song.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of goofy.
The whole,
Gets in.
this is goofy. Like this whole fucking thing is a mess. But I love it. So party with you, Clay. Ooh, see ya. Oh, yeah.
Who sings that song?
Slaughter, baby. Slaughter. Ryan and I. Ryan, remember we almost saw him in Vegas on Fremont Street, and we were like,
oh my God.
I regret that so much now that we didn't.
I've only heard this song a million times. I'm just now asking who sings it.
6 years into
Do you think they played that song? Is that like their big hit?
I don't know. They had a major music video because it was highlighted in the Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey soundtrack. And in fact,
sounds like you would put that in your set list.
Well, I hope so. And that's what
I'm going to go to. I'll do some research while you're talking. I'll go to setlist.com and figure that out.
For those deep Bill and Ted fans, this is the superior movie, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, my favorite. But if you got the VHS of it, that video played before the movie started on VHS. So that's how I knew that song. All right, people, we will get this in. And Slaughter will continue to have a great career. Well, that camera already went out. All right, we'll just have to do it.
Did you see him at the showroom at the Golden Nugget?
No, we almost did. No, it was on Fremont Street.
Oh, okay.
God! That was off the backboard, too. Well, we're gonna persevere. We're gonna persevere, and I feel strongly, gentlemen, we will have a good show, regardless of my flub here tonight. My ridiculous flub. So much to get through here tonight. We are gonna have, of course, a wonderful program involving Archosaur Archives. Heard of it? Our boy's been sitting on a good one. And speaking of sitting on a good one, we have to get to Wiki Music Games. It was for the 4th of July, and we are now losing summer. I've got to get through a Wikipedia game here tonight. It's going to be a good one. I think you guys enjoy it. It was the top songs on July 4th, 1976. So instead of for the 200th anniversary of America, I looked up what were the most popular songs in America, and you're going to go through them in the Wiki Music Game, as well as topics, Polycourt, and so many other things. But we got to get started with something. We've got a proper court case here tonight, guys. Proper court case. Are you ready for this?
Bring it on.
People, we open the great Poly Courts to have a case that, well, you'll see here in 1 second. The great Poly Courts are now open, people. They are now open. And they are this. People, call this week's case. No, I always do that. I don't even mean to. I'm trying to click this other thing. I always get that photo of this guy. This week's case. Oh, cut it out, you knob. Oh, cut it out, you knob. Are you guys fans of the hit show Slow Horses? Slow Horses on Apple TV. Have you guys seen this?
Never.
No.
Well, it is fantastic. It's like a spy show, but like Slow Horses, they're not the best spies. They're like the reject spies. But Gary Oldman is like Clay, smoking the whole time, just a full-blown alcoholic. Great show.
Hell yeah.
Love it so much.
Is this my introduction?
Oh, yes.
Sweet.
That description could mean one thing only. Robert Gerke, welcome to the show. Gerke, have you watched Slow Horses at all?
No, I have not.
It's really good. I really love it. Gary Oldman.
Slow Horses.
Yes. It's already like 5 or 6 seasons on Apple TV. Again, just like Gary Oldman said, he'll play this role forever because he just gets to be this large husky boy who I love so much. He's great. Really like one of his best characters. There it is. Slow Horses. But it's a British show. It's a very British show. It's all take place in London. They're walking around London. Everyone's talking, right? They're all talking in the British accents, right? They're all going around. Well, I have found myself, instead of just the normal, Clay, you're watching a show with your partner, you go, oh, this is a great scene. Or, oh, that was awesome. I go, oh my God, can you believe that? And I have found myself talking the entire during while we watch the show and in a British accent. At one point, Steph was like, all right, can we enough with the British accent? So I bring the case to you guys. Am I allowed to continue to speak in a British accent while we watch Slow Horses, or does Steph get her way? And I asked Steph to provide to the court a voice recording explaining her thoughts. You guys want to hear? This is Steph's testimony about why I shouldn't be able to speak in a British accent. You guys ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Here she goes. This is Steph's testimony on her case against me speaking in British accents during Slow Horses.
Should Ryan be able to continue doing a British accent while we are watching Slow Horses? No. Emphatically, no. Imagine being in the middle of a suspenseful scene and out of nowhere you hear someone in what they think is a British accent say, "Don't go in there, mate." I'm not going to do a British accent because I can't, and neither can Ryan. It ruins the mood. He just keeps saying mate after everything, and he thinks that qualifies as an accent. It's no good. It ruins everything. He needs to stop. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
Is it possible you're actually doing an Australian accent?
Listen, I don't
And that's
think.
why you say mate so
I will
much?
continue to do the rest of my testimony in a British accent to prove how well I can do it. Right. All right. I don't say mate. I won't say, hey, you knob. Right, or the C word. I know you Yanks can't see the C word, but it means something different for us. You know what I'm saying?
The court has heard enough.
Yeah, I think this is an open and shut case.
This is bloody. This is
bloody
injustice.
bad.
Bloody injustice. Anarchy. Anarchy. All right, I guess you
There's
guys have
no anarchy. This is just the rule of law.
Why don't you just use your? You do a
ruining
good.
the show just by talking during it, and then you're doing a bad accent at the same time.
It is a good Australian
Shut the fuck
accent.
up while you're watching Slow Horses.
Well, I do
Well,
that.
the funny thing is he does a pretty good Ringo Starr.
Ringo, yes. Ringo. We can do that.
I mean, that's a British accent.
I caught Rodney with these fucking shoelaces. Remember when he was all pissed off about his shoelaces?
Maybe it's the Scouse accent.
the
If you
Scouse,
watch the Scouse show, maybe if you watch a Beatles biopic, she'll
I
be
could be
okay
allowed.
with it.
Yeah, I mean, when Rod Stewart and his shoelaces, these fucking shoelaces. All right,
Well,
well,
Rod Stewart is Australian, so.
no, he's not. Not Rod Stewart.
Can Jeremy? Can you give me a ruling on this one?
British
Yeah, I
singer.
sent a ruling
British.
on Rod Stewart.
My-
On Rod, what?
My world has changed forever. I
No,
thought he
he's
was
heavily
Australian.
Scottish. Like he's into the Scottish National League, and he like had bagpipers open up for him. At least I got that in there. All right, Steph wins the day. Now, can the court enforce it? That's up to the court to figure out. All right, all right there. Oh, I knew she was so happy to be able to give me that voicemail telling me to shut the fuck up with that goddamn British accent. People, that will be a memory for a lifetime. That will be a memory for a lifetime. Thanks for being here, Jeremy. We see you there, YouTube chat master as well, joining us here tonight. Oh boy, you know what? Let's get into this. I got some memories we got to go over because I want to hear you guys' stories. I got some memories because I gotta talk about a show I went to last week. Memories for people who don't know memories. We go over some memories, throw out some prompts, go over them. I'm gonna start this off. Clay, you went to a show last night. True or false?
Yo, I did. I went to a show. I went to 2 shows this weekend.
Wow. What were the shows? You went to what? Modest Mouse, I believe.
I saw Mountain Goats and
Yeah, that's right.
the Hold Steady on Saturday, and I saw Modest Mouse, Mike Watt.
John Worster on the skins for the Mountain Goats, or did he leave that?
Yes,
there? Or did
yes.
he
Super
sell it?
Chunk
Super
is
Chunk.
in the house. Yeah, they were. He's got a nice. They punched above my expectations. They were great live.
Well, this is a perfect prompt, Clay, because I'm going to ask you, because this has to do with the show I saw last week, but I'll start this prompt off with you. We're not talking the worst show ever, Clay. We're not talking, oh man, this is one for the all-time worst. Clay, most
Yeah.
mediocre live show you were at, like, or one you can remember, you're like, was excited for a band, and you're just like, that wasn't
someone
that
who's been in a band for many years in their life. I've been subjected to some pretty awful shows.
Well, how about one that is a band you like and they turned out to be mediocre?
I mean, I've been bored at Spoon shows before.
Fair enough. That you didn't want a spoonful of that. You put it back.
That's funny because that was actually the one I was going to say.
Whoa!
They just sound like the records. So like, why don't you just stay at home where the beer's cheaper?
What are we doing here? Yeah, what are we doing here? I love that Spoon's already twice. Ryan, Spoon, or are you going different here?
I like Spoon. I saw them once and it was pretty fun, but it was on their best album tour, the one with Rainy Taxi.
Well, what was your most
2014?
Well,
Most mediocre.
No one's taking a spoon of that, man. No one's taking that. Yeah, what's your mediocre?
Oh my god! I think it's probably one of the like nostalgia acts.
That's what I'm
like,
kind of
the punk acts, and like I feel like maybe we talked about this on the road trip, but when I saw Bouncing Souls, a very important band for both of us when we were growing up, I just left feeling like, well, that's the show that I saw. I mean, I just didn't have like the same. You don't have the same enthusiasm as when you're listening to it like at 14 or 15. That's oh man, I'm too old to be here.
I think it has to also be a nostalgia act too. I mean, I guess it doesn't 100% have to be, but there is something about like, man, this band meant so much to me. And time fades and you're like excited to maybe go see them. And I've had the opposite where a band like Gang of Four, right? That band, like I still think about that as one of my favorite shows of the last decade, and that's a nostalgia band. Jeremy, did you have a mediocre band, a mediocre show that you remember?
Well, I have been bored at a Spoon show before.
Yeah, oh my god!
But you kind of like realize like the guitar sounds cool, but then you're like,
their sound is great and they're very talented musicians.
But you kind of
there's something missing.
Aware, like, oh, he's just kind of doing that same kind of guitar bit every song.
I love that everyone
you
here
become more aware of it as you're watching Spoon.
Everyone likes Spoon here.
Yes.
Yeah.
The recent Echo and the Bunnymen at the Union Event Center. It's kind of like they played the same set as last time, and like Ian McCulloch would just have the audience sing, and Janine was like, if I just wanted to hear the audience sing it, I could do that. I don't have to pay money to hear other people sing the song. And also, but Will Sargent, the guitarist, like he is like very, not wasted and very on point, and his guitar sounds great. So it is kind of it's not like, well, the whole thing was terrible. So that might be a good candidate for mediocre.
Can I know I already threw Spoon out, but Brian Jonestown Massacre. I thought I was really going to like them, it was not great. And also, one of the weirder shows. The show wasn't even the music was okay. The crowd was just bizarre. Was Hank Williams Jr. at the at Red Butte when everybody had like Confederate flags and shit? And it was
you gotta watch out for shows like that.
It was, and I was excited to see him, and he delivered probably what you would expect, but the crowd was just bizarre. The crowd. I wrote a review and I'll put it.
Yes,
in chat.
Please. Because when was that? How long ago?
12 years ago.
Yeah, when you realize that you are a fan of a band that you're like, wow, I don't know if I share in the community vibe like I do with other bands. That's one right there. Well, perfect segue. Red Butte, gentlemen. Drum roll. Do I have a drum roll? I swear I have a drum roll. Closest we'll get. I've never seen a show at the Red Butte concert until last week, gentlemen.
No way.
That's how weak my life is. I've had opportunities to go. Of course, but there was something like, remember, for a lot of my life in Salt Lake, I didn't have a car, and I was like, I'm going to ride my bike. I didn't even want to take the train. Tickets were a little bit more expensive than what I could afford, but that being said, it's ridiculous. I could have gone behind that fence. I honestly don't know what has happened where it took until 2026 for me to go see a band up there at Red Butte, and of course, I'm sorry I'm late to the game. Absolutely beautiful. And I love, well, the show I'll get to in a second, but I thought it's got that vibe where you can bring in your own drinks and just hang out. Wasn't overly crowded for this show. Might feel differently otherwise. But do you guys all like Red Butte? I thought it was fun. It's expensive. I will say it was expensive.
Most
mediocre
concert venue in Salt Lake.
Boo. Sorry, Jeremy. You're totally wrong about that.
It heavily is reliant on who the band is.
It depends on who the band is, and a lot of their bands are mediocre. And it depends somewhat on weather because, like, it's, you got to have good weather.
Well, maybe it was so hot and it was so cold. It was so nice and cold up there.
Yeah. Red Butte is a bunch of like rich donors who have VIP access, and then they get to go in at the same time as everyone else who like waited in the really long line. So basically, you have to have like friends who like to wait in line, so that then you can just go steal their picnic spot.
Well, sure, but
it's not a pleasant concert going experience. And then you've got all these fucking rich people who are just there to drink wine. No one really gives a shit about the music.
I will say, Jeremy's right.
It's for rich donors. It's concerts for swells.
There is a lot of that.
It was incredible. The whole time I was up there with Steph and Jamie and Charlie and Lewis, and the whole time we were just like, it is so weird. These people just like come to a show they don't know and just sit there and like some of them were having fun. Some were just like just staring. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Like, I mean, that part was definitely weird.
Okay, They Might Be Giants are banned from Red Butte because they were like, this is a rock show. Get up and dance. Yeah. Come up. They were telling everyone in the back, like, come up to the front area and dance. And like, it totally pissed off all the donors because they're like, this is impeding my relaxing on the grass.
Experience.
Wine.
I mean, the fans, you guys have a great point. You've got a great point with the fans, but I don't know. It's really pretty up there.
What was the act? What was the band?
It's very pretty, and it's definitely a gorgeous location. If it weren't for the vibes.
Because I was gonna ask you, Jeremy, like a band you really wanted to see, and assuming that you didn't have to wait in line, you got VIP, right? Mm-hmm. Like, where else would you rather see them? Stateroom not included.
I'd rather see him at Urban Lounge. I don't know hill on my bike to get there. Nice, intimate venue.
That is a good point. What is the best venue in Utah?
Yeah, if you're not thinking of,
just overall,
the size,
be Salt Air, right?
Salt Air, yeah.
Do they still do shows out there?
Good joke.
Wow.
Good joke.
I think word's coming
very
soon.
rarely.
I think word's coming soon. That I don't think that's going to be there that long. I think that's that building's heading for the exit is what I would say.
I wonder if you can even see the lake from there anymore.
A great point. I mean, it's probably how far away. Another place that I like that the only problem is sun is the Sandy Amphitheater. It's not a bad place to see a show, but the sun is really brutal when you show up in the summer. But I like it. USANA has gone way up, you guys. It used to be a total fucking shit show to get out there, or whatever it's called now, Utah First Security Credit fucking bullshit. Way better.
Wait, Ryan, who'd you see at Red Butte? And was it mediocre?
Well, Ryan, everyone here, I think, enjoys this band. Featured in the hit book and semi-okay documentary, Meet Me in the Bathroom, from New York City. We have 200 couches.
Oh my god, dude. This is also one of my answers.
Okay, saw
mediocre live band.
Interpol last week.
Yeah.
And now one part that sucked is that it wasn't their fault. We were like, what's going on with the drummer, man? Like, the drummer's off. And I guess their main drummer was sick, and this is a replacement. So
they just pulled somebody out of the audience.
Exactly. They're like, on drums tonight, Clayton Scrivener. And it's like, all right, let's go.
I can hang with Interpol. It's not that hard.
I know 2 songs. We're gonna do this.
It was like, I love those songs. It did remind me how much I fucking love those songs. But it was just like, and I will say, Jeremy may be a part of it. Maybe because it's pretty, I was giving the benefit of the doubt to Red Butte, but that crowd isn't helping. I will say that there were a lot of people having a good time, and that was fun to see. There was a lot of people dancing.
It's pretty. If you don't care that much, and it's kind of like a baseball game. Like,
there it is.
You're there to hang out and drink, and there happens to be some sort of event going on. But
my favorite show I've ever been to at Red Butte was Steely Dan.
Oh,
I was one of the youngest I was one of the youngest people in the audience. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I saw David Byrne there, like 2009.
Jinx Bradford.
Was that the one with St. Vincent?
Yeah.
No, but I did see St. Vincent with the San Diego Symphony Orchestra last weekend.
I bet that was
I saw her with
magical.
with Trombone Shorty and David Byrne at Red Butte. Great show. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think Jeremy's hate of Red Butte is a little bit overblown. Because I think once the band starts, especially if it's a good band, people can do whatever they want.
As long as you can still bring your own food and drinks.
But the band will get
unique.
A band.
I have been at plenty of shows, not at Red Butte, where people won't shut the fuck up, and it drives me crazy. But if it's a big venue like that and it's outdoors, people are not going to be quite as in your face and annoying.
Total side.
Twilight Series is another where, because they were so cheap back in the day, like everyone would just come and then just be chatting the whole time. So we got season tickets last year for Twilight. We did not this year, just for that reason, because it's too crowded. It's too many people who don't care about any of the bands. They just show up and it's like, oh, I haven't seen you since college. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up and watch the music.
Bringing in your own booze. I missed that remember the old Gallivan vibe when you could do that Gallivan when it was old school. This is something, side note, real quick, guys. You guys know about this festival in Torrey, Utah, down the street from where my fucking mom lives? I know people going to it.
Did you just discover this?
No, I've known about it, but
okay,
I didn't know the lineup this year where I was like, well, that's getting a little bit better. Have you gone to this, Gerke? Has anyone gone to this?
I haven't. I heard it got kind of out of control, and so.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so I didn't just they oversold it. But now my understanding is that they've scaled it way back. They're not doing nearly as many tickets, and some of the riffraff is kind of.
Well, just Southern Utah is so prime for a beautiful place. I mean, it's fucking Southern Utah, and to have a music fest down there would be amazing. I mean, you can talk about maybe we don't want it because we don't want to destroy the environment down there, but I mean, this is just some dude's fucking ranch. I don't know.
That's an understatement. I've actually stayed at this property before.
Oh, you did? What's the vibe?
It was a guy's dream. He built a dream house that he kept building, and it got bigger and bigger, and then he turned it into a hotel. Whoa. But it has it was really bougie, but then also there's a lot of land surrounding, and he decided to do these concerts once a year, and it kind of was a hit.
Wait, would you go, Clay? Would you go?
This year the lineup was interesting to me, but like Gerke said, I've heard it gets oversold, and so I was kind of turned off to the idea.
I just like anywhere where I can just I'm at a music fest. Now I'm going to ride my bike over to Teasdale. It's just down the street. Just get a golf cart for fuck's sake and cruise over.
That would be great for you. For me, it was
you could stay.
Jeremy? Hey, Jeremy and Janine, we have a campground at this festival. Do you want to come? And we're like, no, that sounds fucking miserable.
Well, apparently some work's
been done. Music festivals are already exhausting, and then you don't have a bed to sleep in at the end of it.
You nailed it, Jeremy. I am never going to a music festival ever again unless I have a hotel room extremely close, or my house, or just something that is a private space where I can go to. That's what was so fun about Best Friends down in Vegas. That's sad they're not doing it. Anyway, mediocre show. I will say this, let's switch it over. You guys have been to a bunch of ones. Why all negative? We don't, or not negative or mediocre. Jeremy, best concert of the summer so far. What best concert so far this summer? Think about it.
Probably Heavenly at the Casbah in San Diego.
Ooh.
It's a great bit. Ryan, isn't that where I saw Shannon?
With Chime School and Swansea Sound. It's a good show.
Ryan, where did I see Shannon in the Clams? Where did I see Shannon?
It was at that club.
Yeah, that place is fucking great. A weirdly good view of the airport is what I remember of it. You really watch this place.
Well, right overhead.
The band, they were like, we don't have the planes flying so close to the city in the UK, and it was like, no, that's just a San Diego thing.
In the UK, mate.
Hey, mate. You know, we're having
Ordah.
You give me the business, but you guys love it, right?
You should start saying governor instead of mate, and see if
I don't know why she's saying mate. I did not say mate that much. She overemphasized mate. I was, you twat. All right, best concert so far was good. Ryan, what do you got, bud?
I think that St. Vincent thing I saw last week, me and Jessica just kept saying, like, this is a magical moment because it was outside. San Diego has a newish kind of, it looks like the Sydney Opera House a little bit, but it's like this big cornucopia. It's out on the water. It's where the symphony plays, but they also just do regular shows. Interpol is coming to play there.
Like, I'd go see Interpol again. Let's be clear. I would. It just was. I'm hoping for better. Yeah. But yeah, that's a good one.
And I'm not like super familiar with St. Vincent. Jessica's a big fan. I got her tickets for the birthday, and so I kind of splurged on some like good ones. There's like tables near the front, and so we got a little table, and that was really cool. But they did have the same thing that Jeremy was complaining about at Redview. It's like you have these season ticket holders, like these old dudes who have like no idea who St. Vincent is, and they just get like drunk, and they're kind of annoying like throughout her set. But besides that, incredible show.
That's good. Man, I want to go back.
She was really great.
Sorry.
I've seen her several times and
incredible, right?
I've never been disappointed, but like during the self-titled album tour, she played the Depot, and yeah, that show just kind of.
She's one of those artists, Jeremy, where every time you more and more you see, you're like, God, that's just a real talent. Like, people are good, but
real
like,
talent.
That's a real talent. Clay, speaking of, I wonder if you and I have the same one. You've seen a lot of shows this summer. I've seen a good amount. But I'm wondering if mine and yours would line up. This was earlier. This was in June. Well, I guess it would have been earlier than that. Maybe April. So maybe I'm stretching.
Well, I was going to say, were we there?
We were there together. A little place called Caesar's Palace. Mr. David.
That wasn't this summer, but that was probably the best show I've seen this year.
That's probably the one I've enjoyed the most this year.
I came at the first time I ever came away from a show thinking that was impossible. They had to have used backtrack. Like, they had to have used backtracking and support tracking. And I went on the internet. I tried to find some evidence of that, and no. David Byrne uses no backtracking or the off-stage sound.
Right, because it doesn't make sense.
They have no pedals. They have no... Like, what I was able to ascertain is they have tech people backstage that act as they can, like...
manipulate.
Change, like, they can manipulate the sound, like, oh, it's time to put a little more distortion on that guy's guitar, he's about to do something.
Well, which totally makes sense for what,
But the drums, I mean, like how they make
drums.
I don't know, the drum is insane.
Not to mention the visualization.
Have you seen the film?
No, I have not.
The American Utopia film?
I watched the film, but it sounds like you saw basically the film. Because
No, I'm in the film, there's a little section where he comments that people don't think this is all live, and he actually kind of breaks down each of the sound elements. I don't know if he might have stopped doing that since he's been doing it for a while now.
Because Utopia, this is like the sequel to Utopia because it's on a whole other grander scale. Because the visualizations live, that new setup, Clay, that was like
crazy,
unbelievable. So
you're like in a Talking Heads video.
Yeah, you're in
the entire time.
And this stuff, and I know because we saw him in Coachella, or I think everyone saw him live on Coachella. Then when we were there, he would literally go out and he gets photos the day before and then integrates it into that night show. I fucking love that shit.
I don't know. I mean, like I've always said, like, God, if Talking Heads could get back together and do the Sphere, that would be awesome. I give up. If David Byrne can do the Sphere,
oh my God,
it would be
that is such a good
sold
idea.
Out for like what he could possibly use his imagination to employ with what they can do at that stadium. It would be absolutely. I don't know. Maybe he hates the Sphere.
Are we already doing an elevator pitch? Is that right?
Well, speaking of bands integrating audience members into the show, the Belle and Sebastian 30th anniversary shows have been fantastic. So Janine and I come at the Hollywood Palladium.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
It's Tiger Milk and If You're Feeling Sinister's 30th anniversary. So it's like a 2-night thing. But there are a few things where, like, oh, we had an audience member who's in the crowd tonight played the character from this song, and that was the video they played in the background.
Wow.
That song,
That,
stuff like
well, and the concert I regret not going to the most this year was, Ryan, we could have gone on our chill night in Burbank at the Hollywood Bowl, that Wes Anderson music, all of his music, and like everyone came out for it. It was like conducted by Beck or something like this, Ryan. I was like, we were right there. I didn't even know about it, but I kicked myself there. I wish we would have gone to that. Did everyone say what their favorite was? Ryan, did you say yours?
My favorite, yeah, St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, this one. Ryan, this one's specific. Please.
Probably Black Keys at Ogden Twilight. Although,
shit, I haven't gone to Ogden Twilight yet.
I did. So I went to Red Rocks to see Jason Isbell, Gillian Welch, and Dave Rawlings, which was my first time there. So that's a memorable experience. I've seen them all several times. So probably, I don't know if it was my best concert experience, but it was a lot of fun. Red Rocks, it lives up to the billing.
I really want to go to Red Rocks. I've been watching more and more videos of them.
Just go. It's easy and it's worth it. I was skeptical. Jeremy will hate it, but
I mean, greatest weekend of my life. Three nights in a row of Ween.
Oh, dude, I went down
Red Rocks.
That sounds amazing, Clay. I went down a rabbit hole.
I was really tired after that weekend.
I wonder why. Yeah,
more tired or less tired than right now.
I was way more tired on that weekend.
Big Thief's playing the last Ogden Twilight. I should really go to that. That'd be fun. Ryan, this one's specific for you. Ryan, you just went back to school, my friend. You're a teacher. You're not going back to school. You're not starting over your life, but you are being a teacher. Meaning the degenerate summer is over, Ryan. The book is closed on a wonderful degenerate summer, and including an amazing piece of writing, my friend. I'm sorry that I might be into it because I might be involved as a character in it, but go check out, if you haven't, on Awkward SB, the Big Empty. Ryan, the stuff about Kelly, your friend, and then of course we talk about our brother lost here, Pat, in here. Our road trip we did. Great writing, my friend. Go check it out. Awkward SD. Always check out Awkward SD. Subscribe to that. Ryan's.
Thank you.
If I may, I mean, I write a little, and those kinds of pieces are really hard to do and get the tone right. And I think Ryan did a really nice job.
Oh, you hear that?
Thank
Ryan?
you.
Hey.
Thank you, Gurky.
You're not such a. You're not such a.
Fuck up after all. No, it was nice, like thinking back, going through the pictures. And then, just having those good memories of like Pat and Kelly and, it was fun. It was a nice cathartic piece of writing.
I got to tell you guys, if you want to grieve, take one of your best buddies and head out to the fucking desert. I'll tell you what, Brian, that really, really helped me. Speaking of you, your nickname, Radsford. Any memory you didn't create this degen summer you wanted to? What did you not get to, Ryan? Did you have one or did you complete it all for this degen summer?
I think I did it all.
Hell yeah.
I think I did it all.
Cocaine, heroin, hashish. No, but it sounds like a good,
all at once.
It sounds like a good. Are you getting better, Ryan, at maximizing your summers, or is it still an art form you're learning, or do you feel like, no, I know what I'm doing here?
I feel like I did what I wanted to do. Like June was kind of my cool off. Did a lot of reading, did a lot of writing, and then July, that was when all the action happened. So,
all right,
and now I'm back. So,
well,
good summer.
Rad answer, Radsford, love it. Last one, round table, Clayton, real quick. Drink or treat reminds you of your childhood summers. What is a drink or treat that reminds you of your childhood summers? What is the one drink or treat that reminds you of a Clayton Scribner childhood summer?
Stolen Meisterbrow.
There we go. What the fuck is what?
You don't remember Meisterbrow?
What is that? Mice?
Gurky. If Gurky was, here he is. He probably has a Meisterbrow. Do you remember Meisterbrow, Robert?
How do you spell it?
Like Meister, like it's German.
But like BR.
Meister. Brau. Meisterbrow. There it is. Just do a Google image search of that. No, I had a neighbor that he had a fridge.
Whoa, dude, this does not exist anymore, does it?
I don't know if it does.
Jeremy?
I don't think it's sold in Utah.
Is that it?
That's it. That's like a vintage can.
What?
Meister Bro?
Oh, is that George Wendt?
I have never had a Meister Brow.
Clay, look,
It was fairly,
because
it was fairly popular cheap beer in Vegas
Is
growing
that
up.
Paul Newman?
That's Paul Newman in the ad there.
Paul, our boy. Looking for a premium beer with a bolder, livelier taste? Stop looking. Clay, is this you? Is this you on the golf course? And that looks like a can that you had to like have two holes in it. Like it didn't have the pull tab wasn't invented yet.
I think it was a really old beer that Miller Brewing Company relaunched in the 90s.
I have no memory of this. Ryan?
I mean,
do you?
Newman, I think, is that, can we get a ruling? Is that a trilby that Newman is wearing in there?
That is a trilby. 100%.
All right. Then that is Clay.
Now, I wonder Clay loves it. Oh, there's Wendt.
There's George Wendt. Yeah.
These guys, I mean, these are
By the way,
top level spokespeople.
Worth point, Clay. Only.
Yes.
I wonder how much this costs. You could get a 12-pack. Is this what you remember, Clay? I mean, oh my God. Should we get this for you, Clay? Oh my God.
That's a beautiful. I would love that poster.
George
Mr. Brew. Yeah, there was a neighbor who would always leave his garage open when we were like 14. He'd always leave his garage open.
Purpose?
There was a giant beer fridge in there.
Purpose?
No, he was like, he would come home from work and leave his garage open, and we would steal just enough Meister Brows, hopefully not to get detected. And we made it almost the entire summer before he discovered what we were doing.
Did he like go to your dad? Like, did he call you out, or what was the deal?
No, he came out while my friend, a certain member of our poker community,
okay, now got
was
it.
witnessed removing Meister Brows.
Was he a dick? Was he a dick about it, or was he just like, guys?
Yeah, he like chased us down the street.
What would you do, Clay? Would you be sympathetic if you saw a bunch of kids taking beer out of your beer fridge, or would you just be like, guys, cut it out? Here's two. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah, I probably wouldn't call the cops.
No,
I'd be like,
come
get
on.
out.
Yeah, but if all summer long your beer had been disappearing, and you're like, man, I've got a problem or something.
He did have a problem. This guy had a lot of beer in his fridge.
Oh, so he didn't know this.
It could have been like reassuring, like, I guess I didn't drink drinking problem. These kids are just.
By the way, Clay, easy. This guy had a problem. He's a working man. He's a working man. He deserves some beers after work.
Just like to come home.
And if he goes to Costco and let him fucking he needs a stockpile. By the way, gentlemen.
I mean, I think the statute of limitations is up. So I'll just say, we used to drive, when we were 16, we used to drive around the neighborhood between the hours of 5 and 6:30 in the evening, and that was when Dad would get home, open the garage, beer fridge exposed, and he was like inside tinkering around. You had just enough time to strike.
Just generic dad, any stranger.
Yeah, any old dad will do.
So
it was just beer fridge o'clock.
Sorry, guys. You guys are gonna have two duties next week because I just thought of one. Next week, not only do we need to do the elevator pitch, so you have a week to work on that, but guys, we're gonna have to do best beer celebrity combo that has yet to be exposed. So you shop bro like George Wendt with this beer. You guys have to think what two celebrity and beer should be matched up together. Okay, guys?
I can't believe I have another week to refine my movie pitch because it's already blockbuster.
Trust me, you're going to need more of that. Clay, that was no, it's great. It was great. Ryan, what is this summer? This is great, Clay. I mean, and always when you have a story to go with it, Clay, amazing. Ryan, what do you got?
Probably just Kool-Aid.
I know, Kool-Aid,
the gross cherry Kool-Aid.
Not lean.
In a jar, like you hand make it, or like an individual pack. Like you know what I mean?
In a jar, yeah, like a big pitcher where you just dump the sugar pack in and stir it up.
Yeah, get out of here with that individual pack. You had Kool-Aid boxes?
Listen, I got
George. What, you made of money?
I got George Wendt money. All right, buddy, I'm fine. All right, I'm good. Gerke, you seem like a man who's ready to talk about his favorite treat or drink. It reminds me of your childhood summers. What is it for you?
I mean, I guess probably not really exciting, but like a cherry cola Slurpee.
Yeah, now we're getting closer to where I'm at with that. A Slurpee is fantastic. Jeremy, what would you do?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go to Maverick rather than
Oh Jesus.
7-Eleven.
All right.
But that is a good one. Charleston shoes for some reason were like you'd freeze them and then smack them. I don't know if anyone else did that, but for some reason that was like a thing.
I think I was I'll go with just this classic snow cone, because I remember being like, wait, they just reopened these? Like, it was my first time I was realizing businesses based on seasons, like, oh wait, so this is going to be closed for summer, like we can't get one in the summer, but then we can get one. And then also at the time, I bet they probably refined it so much better. It's like when kids realized they didn't have to do like so much shrooms to get high. It's like just a little syrup, because back then they were just dunking. It was so much syrup and it was really disgusting. And then it wasn't like mixed correctly, so it's just like some had the flavor, didn't. But I will say a nice like icy from the shack, some kid making $5 an hour. That was my summer. People, good work here on memories. A lot of good memories this week. We jump into it real quick because we don't have many. Point of Ordah. By the way, Order your George went Meisterbrow. The only thing I wanted to bring, and this is more sports, but also just like, can we reflect on how fucking cool this is? And Jeremy, I know, sorry, I should say that with caveat. I'm sorry about the team, but a Utah-born player, let me know if I'm wrong, Jeremy, is going to play in the Premier League. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's a bummer for Real fans.
100%.
We were hoping we'd get to see him play a little longer, but this is like has been his dream to go.
I mean, if he's that good, he deserves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you're good enough to get an offer from a Premier League team, yeah, you take it.
So this guy was born in, I think, West Valley. Is that right? Or West Jordan? I can't remember exactly, but I think in the Valley.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact.
Crystal Palace. I was trying to look them up, Jeremy. It seems to be a team that's been relegated once or twice, or
they're a team that's gone up and down over the years. They're not like mainstays in the Premier League, but they're based in London.
London,
named for the famed architectural marvel that was built for the World's Fair, but unlike Paris kept the Eiffel Tower up, and London was just like, get this fucking Crystal Palace out of here.
Fuck it, mate.
But it was a similar, that modern architecture of the era was kind of a cool.
So you're telling me that this team was named after a demolished building?
I believe so. Yeah.
Let's go. It's a building that doesn't exist, team. Let's go. It is really beautiful. It is a Crystal Palace. Ryan, you fucking knob. Have you been over here, mate?
Never been. No shit.
We went to Piccadilly the other day. No, God. Well, so will you, well, two questions, Jeremy, I have for you, because you are a resident RSL soccer fan when Danny Woodhead is not here to join you in that conversation. Have you watched this guy play? You know what I mean? Like, did you get to watch him at all, or was he nabbed before you really got to see him play at the big league with RSL?
No, I mean, we got to see him play in a lot of RSL games and score goals and stuff.
Last year, how many seasons did he play with RSL?
Mainly just for the last year. Okay. It was clear he was a big talent, and we were kind of like, how long is this kid gonna stick around?
Don't fall in love. Two more follow-ups. Sorry, now I've got more. Would this make you watch Crystal Palace a little bit more? Is it gonna make you watch Crystal Palace a little bit more this next year?
I'm an Arsenal supporter through and through.
But it doesn't mean you can't keep an eye.
Danny's not here, so it's a hell of a lot better than everyone to play for Chelsea, right?
How do the rules like how do you expect it to be a successful soccer team when someone can just pick you off, like pick your players off like that? Like, does RSL get any compensation for this deal?
Yes, they get allocation money. So
great question, by the way, Clay.
Thank you.
Players in in world football, they don't do the old they don't do like the trading, like, because there are all the different leagues. So there's the whole economy of signing players and basically buying their contract from another team. So you might say, oh, we've got, if you're a smaller team, so even Crystal Palace, if Crystal Palace has a really good player, then they might be purchased by one of the bigger teams, either in the Premier League or in Spain or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, Newcastle, Arsenal just bought a Brazilian player, Bruno Guimarães, however the hell you pronounce his last name. He just goes by Bruno G. But they paid 75 million pounds to Newcastle, in addition to what they're paying him on salary.
Jeremy, how much is that salary in tons?
Also, how much is that salary in a British accent?
Nah, no.
Governor.
Wait, real quick.
Penny?
I mean, Gozo was probably making, maybe low six figures for RSL if he was lucky. I mean, this is obviously a great deal for him financially, but does a player like him have any say in this at all?
Oh yeah, the player, if he was like, I'm afraid of going to England, like Landon Donovan or something, he could have not accepted the contract. He could have said, I don't accept these terms.
Yeah,
there are definitely,
but financially, RSL gets compensated.
Yeah, because of the way the MLS is structured as a league, they get kind of the allocation money, but it's a little different than all the other leagues in the world. It's a little more communism.
It's so weird, Jeremy, because it's like in the NBA, you're going from the same league to, one team to another, and it should be fair value. This is kind of like the gods are coming down and saying, hey, we like this one, we're taking them up. There's no real true value equal to what they give back. Would you see, Jeremy? Like, do you feel it's true compensation? To me, it just feels like you're
they paid $15 million for the remainder of Gozo's contract. So when you think of that by the Real Salt Lake, player salary bill, that's a big chunk of cash that can either go toward acquiring another player or signing a player who's maybe doesn't have a contract right now, or purchasing a player from another team to replace him. And since he was kind of brought up in Salt Lake, it's not like we paid a lot of money for his contract initially compared to, if, someone, big is getting bought to play, then they're going to get, we would have already paid a bunch of money to sign him. And then, we basically got our money back. So sometimes it can be kind of an investment, like, oh, this player was a lot better than people thought. So now the club that sold him paid $15 million. If Gozo turns out to be amazing, there could be like $100 million deal for him in a couple years, and Crystal Palace will make the money off that. He could also be a bust and not do much,
But a pretty mediocre to poor team just got a lot worse.
Exactly. That is true.
Question, Jeremy.
Oh, Ray, I thought you meant Crystal Palace was a mediocre team.
No.
This is the record fee for them, because they're not usually like splashing a lot of cash.
Yeah, but RSL's.
And Jeremy, last thing, we are moving. I think we talked about this a little bit, but just real quick, remind me again, why is it benefit for RSL to match up to the other Premier League? So for those who don't know, RSL is going to be moving to where it's going to be in the winter, like the Jazz.
The whole league is changing their schedule to line up with and they're doing like a sprint season after this season to kind of get it aligned. But I mean, a big part of it is international players.
They're going to play soccer in the winter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a good idea, but the logic behind it, but I'll tell you the reasoning behind it, is they think they'll be able to attract more players if they're not on this weird schedule, because the international breaks are all kind of based around this existing calendar. So if
so correct. So if I understand what you're saying, like some players on the back end of his career at the Premier League decides that he's not going to get re-signed by Chelsea, he can go play MLS if their seasons align.
Well, I mean, they already do that.
Well, they do that. Well, I guess that's
the
true.
The only thing that, that's already what the old players do when they're not going to get signed. The main difference, and if that's happening and they're leaving at the end of the season, then they'd basically just join the MLS club, toward the end of the summer once they've had some rest or whatever. So it's more the prestige of playing for your national team, and not just prestige, but you grew up dreaming of playing for your team,
right?
And one is just the fact that those leagues are more appealing, so your coach is going to look at you more if you play in Europe. So MLS can't really argue with that. But by kind of aligning with that schedule, then at least the players aren't like missing matches so they can go on international break. Because so that's really the reasoning behind it, is to align it with that. But like I said, I'm not sure it's actually a good idea, especially once you get to like December and you've got teams running around in the snow.
Well, and that's the thing. Just real quick,
we'll see what happens. It seems like a dodgy idea. But
what I loved about, selfishly, in Salt Lake, 2 teams: basketball, hockey in the winter, basically. RSL, we don't have a baseball team. If we were to get a baseball team, but RSL was our summer. I would go. I love that I could go to games because there was no competition. Ryan, way to go, Jeremy. Thank you so much for all your soccer knowledge. Really deep dive on that. Appreciate the impromptu on that. Ryan, last 2 points of order, my friend. You, my friend, again, I said this earlier, cannot believe it. First time ever in the history of Polyester Blend, you have more point of order than us. Besides fires, and there was the horrible helicopter crash and all that random stuff in the city. Midvale had a horrible fire. Just fires. Ryan, your first point of order report card? What are you talking, Ryan?
I wanted to give everybody an update on the first day of school.
Yeah.
First day of school report.
Ooh.
So, not a lot to say. It was a day, as I said. I had class rosters of about 36, 37, whereas last weekend my classes were about 25. And so, if anybody knows about class sizes 36, 37, that's a lot of bodies.
That's a fucking lot.
So that was like 3 90-minute periods of like that many students. And so that was kind of crazy. But then during my prep right after lunch, so this is like the kind of environment, it gives you an idea of the environment. I was sweeping out a big cockroach in my, it had like skittered in like as lunch was ending, and I was like kind of
skittered, Ryan, skittered. What a great word.
And I was trying to sweep it out with a piece of paper back out into the outside. And as I was doing that, a tiny little mouse ran into my classroom. And a woman janitor who was nearby saw it and full on screamed. I didn't really know. She hands me one of those like pick her up, like trash picker uppers, and she's like, "You get it." And I was like, "What?" And so I know the little mouse had like,
damn it.
Right. I know the little mouse has like run around the perimeter and is behind one of the bookcases. So I'm moving bookcases, blah, blah, blah. I can't find it. It's like literally like, or like seriously that small, very small. I find another head janitor comes by, and he's like, so and so told me you have a little mouse. Let's find it. Let's kill it. No mercy. And it's like, I don't want to kill it, but like, it's your like, this is your job, maybe, to keep the grounds safe and disease free, and so maybe that's like his very official duty when he finds a rodent. So we eventually do. After moving all the furniture and moving all this, like, and it's taken forever. I'm sweating like a pig already. More sweaty. And so we find it just like in the very teeny corner, hiding behind a leg of a desk. And so the janitor builds this little like course, like this little corral out of books and notebooks that are open.
Wow.
So when we touch the mouse, like it runs out. I'm just like, oh, cool. Maybe it's going to be okay for this mouse after all. And so we do, and it runs outside. And the janitor's like, oh man, it's so small and so cute. It's too bad I'm going to have to kill it. And I watch him like pick up this crate, like full of school supplies, and just slam it down, like on the mouse. And I was just like, fuck, man, like this is the first day of school. So that's how my day was. Just like watch this janitor totally dispatch this tiny little mouse by smashing it with a big crate.
Right, a little blood spurt underneath the crate when he smashed it. Was there a little like skirt, on the side?
I had to step away because I didn't want to see the actual body. I didn't want to see it, like whatever spurt.
Were there kids in the room when this was happening? Was there like?
Thank God, no. This was just like right after lunch. My prep period is like third period, so I don't have kids. But I spent most of my prep on my first day trying to find the little mouse and then witnessing the janitor smash the shit out of a tiny little mouse.
Hey, you know what? Guys got to take care of business. Ryan, is this a normal infestation at your school, or do we need to worry about that?
It's the first time I've seen a mouse on the grounds. The cockroaches are gross and they're there all the time, especially like in the gross bathroom. So that's just like, but that's public school. That's public school. I love
this new segment, Ryan. I love this new segment, public report card. From Ryan about his first day, and then I'm very interested about your next one.
And then one more. So it's 2 days last Thursday. Let's call this one JC Penny Dreadful.
Okay, and
when was the last?
I'm a big JC Penny fan, my buddy.
That was my first question. Who here still shops at JC Penny?
I have shopped at JC Penny probably more than any other. It took over the DI because at some point I was like, just give me a shirt. It's reasonably priced. JCPenney also started in Wyoming. One of their headquarters in Salt Lake. I feel a connection. She knows I'm a JCPenney boy.
You're a JCPenney head.
I'm a jonesing cocaine penny fan. Yeah.
Maybe I go there once a year. Every summer, near the end of summer, I get this like itch. I'm like, okay, I should probably go back to school shopping, get some nice clothes, get a little change it up.
All right. This is what. By the way, I just pulled up what you bought, and it's this one. It looks
pretty much. Oh, I didn't give them permission to take photos of me, but
they were like, "This is the Ryan Bradford package. These are the."
So, 41 years old. Don't really know what I like to wear. Still, I get buyer's remorse every time I go shopping. I just assume I'm like, when I think of JCPenney, I'm like, oh, that's an adult place to go shopping. That's where I will go. The JCPenney in San Diego, especially in the Fashion Valley Mall, which is the nice mall of the region, is, as we learn on Thursday, just bombed out. So Jessica works from home, and she gets like very cabin fevery through the day. And so it'd been like 2 or 3 days, and she's like, I haven't really gone anywhere. Let's just go like school shopping and go to the mall. I'm like, okay. And then we get there, we're following this woman in, and as soon as we walk in, like, they have these little kiosk registers around the store. This one is like just like completely abandoned. Like just burned out. And then I look to the side, and there is just big swaths of storeroom that don't have any products on it. Just big empty spaces in this JCPenney. It's like being in the back rooms, and the woman in front of us yells back, "Look out, there's poop." Look out, there's poop. And me and Jessica look down, and there is literal dog shit on the floor of JCPenney. It is a walking shit. And this dog was big. It was not a tiny dog.
It was going to the
someone
big and
had brought their someone had brought their full-on big dog to JCPenney, and it had shat like so much, like the trail of poos went around the kiosk and back toward the, and it's just like the elevator's not working. You have to use them as stairs, and just roving gangs of teens just hanging out.
Didn't you said this was the nice mall of the area?
This was the nice mall. Yeah.
Do you realize?
And Jessica and I looked at each other. Like I went intending to buy 2 shirts, short sleeve shirts, and a pair of pants that weren't jeans. I was so like unsettled, like frazzled by the start of it. I just like bought the first things that maybe remotely fit. And I was like, let's get out of here.
Dude.
So that is Penny, JC.
Ryan,
Dreadful.
You've never made me feel more seen and felt, because dog, the way you do it is online. Oh my God, JCPenney talk. Ryan Schlegel, real quick, point of order. Ryan, you guess it online, return it through the shop. That's what's great about the actual physical store. But these physical stores are hellscapes. Did you ever watch Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie, Their Mall? That's the vibe of what these JCPenney malls are. But you still need them because you can return stuff there. But Ryan, as a JCPenney, I think this is JCPenney. My pants are definitely Ryan. Ryan Bradford's going on tour with this JCPenney humor. I am there front row.
Oh, thanks, bud. Yeah, I thought about maybe submitting that to Poly Head Court, but I didn't know what the trial would be.
Ordah.
I just needed to vent about the JCPenney dreadful.
I love it. And Order should be even a place beyond news of just Ordah. And shit is not Ordah. Speaking of shit, we've lost one of our greats. He had to take a big dump, and that is Clayton Scriv. We love him so much. He stayed up as late as he possibly could. We're going to come back. I mean, Archosaur Archives is happening here, people.
Before we go to the music, my daughter just came home and brought me these. They're Detroit Lions Fruit Loops.
Oh, where did she get those? In Detroit, or she ordered them online?
And Detroit Lions Rice Krispies.
Oh my God.
And
where did she get those?
Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes.
Oh, where did she get those? That's amazing.
I think her mom has a friend who lives in Detroit.
Well, God bless.
Who mailed them out.
By the way, Gerke, as a man who also has Red Wing cereal, I'm not joking, I still have Red Wing cereal from the 90s.
The problem is I don't eat a lot of cereal, so I've still got the last ones she bought me, but I think I'm going to make some Rice Krispie treats.
There we go. And by the way, bring them over for the Detroit Lions Super Bowl that's happening this year. Here's the deal.
See you in February.
Tired songs. Our sweet boy Clay's tired. We're going to go back with Archosaur Archives, Wiki music games, and then whatever else we need to. Ryan, you've opened the doors. This is what Point of Order should also be. Just giving the business. Just giving the business is what bothered you. And by the way, JCPenney, how penny in the name, cheap, but it just worked out so perfectly. I love JCPenney. I'll fight and die for them. People this week, tired songs because Clay has left already because he's probably passed out. Tired songs. I thought of this, Ryan. What do you think when I say the band The Pretenders? When you hear that, Ryan?
Dude, I don't know them very well, but I saw them open for The Who when I saw them at Delta Center.
Don't do a deep dive. I recommend everyone at least the best hits. But do a deep dive as well. But if you don't have time because you're a teacher, you got to kill all these mice and cockroaches. But The Pretenders, I'm telling you, one of the great bands out of Ohio. This is a song I love so much called "I Go to Sleep" by The Pretenders. We'll be back after this with Archosaur Archives Wiki music game. a little bit more show after that. We love you so much for being here.
Don't talk. Hello.
Might have time. We'll get back to it. Polyester Blend.
Blend.
Tired Songs. The Pretenders. I Go to Sleep. I should also preface, this is the most unpretenders song. They're a rock band, but they also made this little sweet gem on the side.
When I look up from my pillow, I dream you are there with me. Though you are far away, I know you'll always be near to me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I look around me and feel you are ever so close to me. Each tear that flows from my eye brings back memories of you to me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I was wrong, I will cry, I will love you till the day I die. You are all, you alone and no one else. You were meant for me. When morning comes again, I have the loneliness you left me. Each day drags by until finally nighttime descends on me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me.
Ocean. The Pretenders. I Go to Sleep. Not a rock song from a rock band. One of those, again, maybe that should be a category one day, Ryan. Non-rock songs from a rock band. You know what I mean? The best non-rock songs from a non. Also, gentlemen, another category. Bands you share with your dad. You know, like those bands that like me and my pops. Yeah, if we were to go on a road trip together, I'd listen to Pretenders with him. Yeah, that'd be a band. Jeremy, any bands you and your father have in common?
Ella Fitzgerald.
We have to go way back in music history for you guys to finally connect.
A lot of jazz back in the day.
Gerke, your father was born in 1804. He settled Nauvoo, which eventually led to the Mormon territory of Salt Lake, which is amazing. He's too busy talking to. He's praying to his father right now. Ryan, I would say Oingo Boingo. I always think of that as the best. My example in my head of a son and a father having the same interest in a band.
Oh yeah, for sure. But probably more likely, U2, Joshua Tree.
Oh, and by the way, I'm reopened my U2 love. You guys were, I think it was Clayton talking about Red Rocks earlier. Watch their late 80s Red Rocks live show, which is on YouTube. It fucking cooks, man. That is some good shit.
I watched U2's performance at Live Aid with my daughter.
That's a great one.
And she loved how like he was wearing like boots with big heels on him and tight jeans and like the.
He's such a little bitch. He's so handsome. He's so handsome,
and he had that like mullet going, like the big flowing mullet.
He knows how sexy he is. It drives me nuts. Like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense why they're a huge band. But those albums, again, those early U2 albums. That's some post-punk shit. I fucking love that shit. Real good stuff. Rob Nielsen, our good friend, producer of the show, taking over the Clayton spot. Clayton, again, we have lost him. We have called it 10:25 p.m. Clayton Scribner is no longer with us. He's in the Z's land. Rob, do you and your father share any love of a particular band?
Couldn't say that we do.
Has music ever been a conversation you've had with your father?
Yeah, I think he's declared a mild affinity for rock music.
He's like, son.
Nope.
It's so interesting. Like, there are music people, there are not music people. You, Rob, would describe yourself as a music person, I believe. You have bought records and gone to shows.
Yeah, I mean, I like music. Not next to all y'all.
Right.
I'm not a music guy, but
you enjoy.
But compared to my father, quite a bit.
Compared to your.
Go ahead.
No. You're good.
I was just going to say my dad and I have very little in common, but he did introduce me to Ray Charles. Which
that's a good one.
Just slaps.
Yeah, that's a good one. My dad, he was a jazz. He had a good taste. I'm proud of my pops. He has weird records I've never even heard of. I should probably go through. But you know what? There's an archive of not only music we've never heard of, but there's also an archive of Archosaurs that we've never even heard of. And that's why this guy comes on when he's been pushed back in the millions of years until we get to him when the right time shows. And that is what the moment is tonight. People, we must learn about a new Archosaur, and that's why our producer Rob comes in. Archosaur Archives by our good friend and producer. Flash sale, by the way, JCPenney. Ryan, should we jump in on that, or?
It's flash sale.
Should we? Right, you know what? Let's not do Archosaur Archive. I think JCPenney's buying.
Yeah.
JCPenney buying. No! Oh my God! This is one of the big ones.
Yeah, it's one of the big ones.
Go ahead, take it over.
Clayton's going to be sad he missed this.
Yeah, I was doing all the big ones for Utah's birthday.
I know, and I saw this, and I'm sorry, Rob. You did the work. You did the Lord's work.
It's all right.
Take it away.
This is a good one. All right. So this should be a good one. Hi, and welcome to Archosaur Archives.
Way to bring in that energy, segment. Rob. Way to bring it in.
Yeah, no, I'm bringing in good energy here. Let's see. I'm going to introduce you to a dinosaur that you maybe have already heard before, but I'm going to tell you new things about it. I'm going to award you points for your engagement, and then I'm going to ask you to rate it on the classic scale of 5 minutes to the rest of your life. Please feel free to interrupt me. Points will be awarded for high-quality puns on relevant vocabulary words, attempts to guess some facts about this animal before I read them, and or anything else I like. We got everybody's names up. We got names up.
Clay's not here, though, but everyone else is here.
Real quick, can anybody remember the name of last week's or the last Archosaur we did?
Oh, shit.
Who's got it?
It was like
Steve.
They got it?
It was like
either of the last two.
Stegosaurus.
Oldosaur. No, it wasn't Stegosaurus, was it? It was like Aurosaurus or something. It was.
We did Allosaurus.
Yeah, because it's the Utah State dinosaur.
Go. That's a full point for Gurky.
Fuck him.
And a half point.
I said Allosaurus and Gurky. That in German, that's how they pronounce it.
It's a full
I was
point
raised
for Gurky.
by a German paleontologist.
It's called Heisener beer.
No.
Heisen beer.
Jeremy, you put Gurky in the right direction. You get a half point.
Thank you, Rob.
The last one was Allosaurus. That's correct.
And Ryan, how
that
far
is our
off would
state.
you, Ryan, were you even close, Ryan?
No, I would have said Santa Clara Raptor.
Good guess. Would have been a solid guess. I think you're right in the neighborhood. All right. This week we're doing Utah Raptor, Ostromesi. Ostromesi. That's what it is. Maisie.
Fail by Rob.
It was a large. What's that?
It's a little fail by you. You don't know how to say it.
I guess it's not so easy to pronounce these names.
Like, oh, you think you're so smart, Rob, and then you don't even know how to say words? All right, go ahead.
Look. I did a lot of word practicing a while ago, and then I haven't been keeping up on my practicing.
You haven't been doing Archosaur Archives in the mirror since 2 weeks ago? Okay, fair enough.
Jeremy, how do they say Utah Raptor in German?
Utah Raptor.
That's good.
Raptor.
Are you watching Slow Horses in German, and that's how you
Raptor Buck? Sorry, what?
You've been watching Slow Horses in German, and that's why you're so good at German right now, because that's how I practice my English accent. But anyway.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly how I did it.
Really good.
I can tonight. Go ahead.
All right. Utahraptor ostromesi was a large dromaeosaurid from the early Cretaceous during the Brasian and Valangian ages, about 139 to 135 million years ago. The first remains were discovered in 1975 in the Dalton Wells Quarry near Moab, Utah, but the species was not formally described and named until James Kirkland, Robert Gaston, and Donald Burge found specimens in the Gaston Quarry in the Cedar Mountain Formation in Grand County. The primary holotype described by these three was the petal ungle or killing claw, pictured here, actually drawn here. This image that you see here is from the original paper.
Is that the talon, the front foot of the raptor, like in Jurassic Park when he goes, this is its leading thing? So I probably should get a point for that.
It's the pedal ungle or killing claw and an associated tibia or shin bone
as opposed to the
premaxilla / snout. What's that?
As opposed to the pedo uncle.
As opposed to the pedo uncle.
No one laughed, Rob. No one laughed.
Have to draw the cracks because isn't it? It's like okay, you can probably imagine what it looked like without the cracks. Right?
It's such a good point, Jeremy. They always do the cracks to be like, no, it's like this is how we figured out. It's like show us what it would be, motherfucker. We don't care about the cracks and the like if they showed us your body, they don't want cracks there, Jeremy. Want to see that full Jeremy body.
In the original scientific paper, they chose to draw what they had. The actual specimens they had.
Here's a cool story. I spent an afternoon with Jim Kirkland looking for dinosaur bones.
What?
And he is not as cool as Sam Neill.
Well, first of all, Rob, I don't want to reveal too much, but coming up later, right?
Yeah, we're gonna see some. We're gonna see a picture of Jim Kirkland here in a second.
I want more on that, Gerke. More on that later.
Because Jim Kirkland is, he's a
badass. He's a dinosaur badass.
He's a legend in the neighborhood here. The story is that Kirkland had originally planned to name the species Utahraptor spielbergi after Steven Spielberg in exchange for Spielberg funding their paleontological research. But Universal Studios, the production company Spielberg was directing Jurassic Park under, started threatening to sue museums using Jurassic in their exhibits.
Oh my God.
The company that had actually been funding their research, Dynamation, encouraged them to reconsider the name, which they then did. In this case, Kirkland was the Alan Grant of the scenario, with Spielberg being the John Hammond, and Universal filling the role of the investors who were represented by Donald Gennaro, the lawyer who got T-Rex chomped while hiding on the shitter. It's good stuff.
By the way, Ryan, it would be a very different Universal Studios tour that we did if there was a Spielberg dinosaur. You know what I mean? Like, very nuts. Anyway, keep going, Rob. Yeah. We love it so much.
He was named for two other paleontologists, Ostrom and Mays. That's how they got the name Ostrom Mazy.
Mays is corn.
Yeah. Or a guy's last name. Yep. But good. You know what, Schlegel? You know what? That was an attempt at a joke. I'm going to give you a quarter point for it.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I take what I can get. Whatever, corn on the cob. You know what I mean?
Utah raptor is the largest known dromaeosaurid, measuring maybe 6 to 7 meters or 20-ish feet long, and nearly 500 kilograms or 1,000 pounds. It was a robustly built biped with a large retractable sickle claw on the second toe of each foot, and a more square snout for a dromaeosaur.
Sickle claw. I mean, is this a communist? Because there's the hammer and the sickle. Is this a communist dinosaur, Rob? Is that where maybe Karl Marx got communism from?
I don't think so. No, that doesn't sound right.
Sickle. Hammer.
Nah. Saw what you were trying to do.
Some of the other dinosaurs had two of them. They were the bicycles.
There we go.
But their arms were so short they couldn't grab the handlebars.
Keep going, Rob.
That's a clean quarter point right there.
Whenever you stop, it's like a sand pit where you're just gonna get stuck. Quicksand of our dumb jokes. So keep going.
It's very good. I love it. Look, I want to give you guys all the room to keep trying.
Is this one of the only dinosaurs that is just the claws and doesn't have any other body parts?
No. This early on, it was the three parts to this. It was for the original paper. It was the killing claw, the shin bone, and the snout. Is what they had.
And Rob, this is what I think is so amazing and fascinating about paleontology. Paleontology, right? Did I say that just perfectly?
I think so.
I hope so. You get this. What's the rest of it? You know what I mean? Like, you get 3 items. Good luck, kids. And Rob, you might have said earlier, what was the first year of this discovery of this?
So the remains were found and removed in 1975.
Wow.
But they weren't formally described until the early 90s. So like 90, I want to say 92, 93.
When there was a little movie in production called what, Ryan Bradford?
Yep.
Schindler's List. No. Okay, sorry.
Yes. And so there's an apocryphal story of Kirkland calling Spielberg and saying, "Holy shit, your Velociraptor is going to be legit because we have something that is just like that," and wanted and made an argument for them changing the name to Utah Raptor because Spielberg wanted the Velociraptors to be big monsters.
Rob, can I take a side? Let's go back in our history of our friendship. I want to say one of my earliest memories of being your friend, and we have now entered Archosaur Archives as a part of our lives. I want to say one of the first dinosaur facts you told me was there were no Velociraptors that size. Jurassic Park got lucky that really basically at the same time they discovered Utah Raptor really at that time.
Which was roughly the size of the Velociraptors in the film. Yes.
So they were right.
So actual Velociraptors, the real Velociraptors, though they have a super cool and badass name, they're like jackal or turkey size.
Veloso, Rob, you know what I mean?
But Velociraptor sounds, it lets you know it's fast.
Yeah.
And it just sounds dangerous.
Velociraptor, Utah Raptor. I don't think Jurassic Park works as well with it, though I would love Utah Raptor.
Yeah, Utah Raptors just doesn't sound as intimidating.
It's very Mormon.
Yeah, they did not.
What are these raptors got 7 wives? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here with it?
Their naming considerations were for money and not for. They did not realize that Hollywood was just about to blow dinosaurs up.
And it would have been really awkward in the movie if it was called the Spielbergy Raptor.
I know that's another weird, they're trying to be nice, Jeremy. It's like that's not going to help this movie at all, because
it wasn't they were trying to help the movie. It was that they were trying to get Spielberg to give them money.
And Universal really was funding this. I did not know that part. I did not know movie money was involved.
No, it wasn't. No, it was Spielberg who specifically was going to be funding it.
Personal.
And then Spielberg was like, working with Universal to have the movie go. And then Universal started threatening museums across the country because they were using the word Jurassic in their exhibits.
That's nuts.
And they were trying to suggest that this Mesozoic era was now theirs and they had dibs on it.
Right.
And that's not really how that works.
Right. Side note, real quick, if we ever became rich enough like Spielberg did, how cool would it be to be like pet project giving $2 million to dinosaur, just where you could be so rich, Ryan, that you could just be like, oh yeah, I'll give $3 million to explore that thing. That's
why I was saying Spielberg was just like John Hammond, the guy who says in the movie, I'll fund your research for a further 3 years.
Great point. Rob, can I give you points? Can I give you points, Rob?
Yeah. Look, thank you.
They're not going to be on the board, but Rob, great job. Keep going, my friend.
That's great. These claws measure just under 10 inches long and appear to offer a very strong grip. And there's a little map that's also drawn from the original paper to show where the spot was. There at I believe Gaston Quarry at the G there, next. That distance from Moab is where the original Utah raptor specimen was found.
It's now Utah Raptor State Park.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show I'm smart. I know.
Oh no, that's great. Tell us about Utah Raptor State Park.
These animals have been dead for 150 million years, and you had to fuck up their announcement about their state park, dude. Come on, man. 150 million year ruined joke.
That's where Jim and I went, and it's actually, it was kind of sad because right where there's a big parking lot below the quarry, and there were all these RVs there because people who work in Moab can't afford to live in Moab, and so they were living there, and then they pushed them all out to make the state park a reality.
What year was this article, Gerke? Sorry, I always ask that, but
probably 6 years ago.
6 years ago. What a great article.
Actually, you know what? Probably after COVID, probably 4 years ago.
That's a great article to work on.
Rad.
That's awesome.
Gerke, how did I miss that you were hanging out with Jim Kirkland 4 years ago?
He texted me not long ago.
Wait, Gerke, can you do that meet cute thing where can you connect Rob to Kirkland? Can we get Kirkland on Archosaur Archives?
No, absolutely. That's not necessary, but thank you.
What if I want that?
What if Steven Spielberg kicked in a couple mil?
Spielby,
spill your money, spill that bills, spill the bills, Spielberg,
Spilby. Here's a trilby for you.
Clayton's not here, so we can't talk about trilbies. Go ahead with that business, Rob. We got.
Let me describe its build here. Hold on. Aspects of its sturdy build. From its thick legs and toes with expanded sites for muscle attachment, sizable manual claws, and rope. What are you just going through all the pictures?
What do you mean? Are you not wanting images to describe it?
Well, I mean, you can. That's fine, I guess.
There's the one of the skeleton.
I thought you were describing.
You can go to that. That's fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's a sturdy build. That would have been a formidable predator, probably capable of regularly preying upon large hadrosaurians and maybe even occasional sauropods. In 2001, Kirkland had a team of graduate students and other colleagues described the discovery of a large sandstone boulder that contained parts of at least 7 individuals of variable sizes and ages.
Jim belongs on the show.
Rob, I thought you would love the idea. Rob, could you do an Archosaur? Would you be scared? I'm not trying to make. How cool would it be for him to be here and you do an Archosaur archive and he just comments on it? Wouldn't that be fun?
He makes jokes.
We ask him to make sure.
Yeah. And he gets a quarter point for the whole segment.
It's like, Jim, not funny. Not funny. But Rob, would you like to talk to this guy? Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Oh, you don't want to talk to him.
No, that's not. No.
Rob, what if I read the script for you? Would you be okay with that? If you wrote it and I read it. Are we getting closer?
Yeah, that's nope. That's not closer.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it after. But wouldn't it be fun?
Okay.
Also, we could also not do an Archosaur archive and we just talk to him. What about that? That would be fun too. Just an interview. We don't do interviews enough on this show. We need to do that. So anyway, Rob,
we should deduct Ryan's quarter point for derailing.
I was trying to.
No, look, he's working on good, fun, big ideas, and I like it.
Thank you.
I don't want to have anything to do with that personally.
Keep it going.
But thank
Rob.
you.
But God bless, and we love that you acknowledge that. Keep going.
Yeah. Let's see. They found a large.
Yeah.
They found a large sandstone boulder that contained parts of at least 7 individuals of variable sizes and ages. Kirkland was willing to speculate that this may have been a pack of Utah raptor that got caught in a quicksand predator trap, similar to the La Brea tar pits.
By the way, they get rid of.
If this is true, what's up?
Well, Rob, I feel like people have been doing this thing on the internet where it's like we used to be worried about quicksand, but these Utah raptors really had to worry about quicksand. I mean, that was a real thing.
I mean, it's a thing that happens occasionally, and it doesn't happen super often, but when it does, it also provides a fantastic environment for an opportunity for fossilization.
That's fascinating.
Because that's what fossilization, that's one of the key things that you need for fossilization is things to get buried in sediment quickly after they die.
And quicksand is quicksand.
And quicksand is a good opportunity for that.
And it was just like maybe would they call them a flock, Rob, of what would they call a pack or a pack?
I'm using the term pack. That sounds reasonable for a hunting for potentially a group hunting predator.
And
that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
If this is true, it may be evidence of a legitimate social pack behavior.
Whoa.
Possibly even longer term parental care.
Whoa.
This is potential evidence for behaviors and how they live. That's why this kind of thing is interesting, because it was a bunch of different ages of the same species that all died in the same place at presumably the same time.
Why would they all be there together unless they?
And if they were all there together, then that's a good sign that it was, they were there on purpose to be next to each other.
Maybe they were recording a hyperlocal podcast.
Maybe
Rob,
they were recording a podcast.
Has that ever been brought up in paleontology? We must ask that question. Maybe they're just doing a podcast.
So far, I didn't hear anything about any evidence of microphones being preserved. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they invented a different kind of microphone that was.
That's what the claw was for. That's what the claw was for. They just held the microphone with the claw.
Rob.
Anyway, go ahead.
Rob, wow. This is some of the. You've got detailed stuff all the time, but this image here, I don't know if I felt like I've seen. Why isn't that zooming in? Oh, here we go.
So that's useful. So that one is I included. I will read more in a second, but one I included just to give you some rough sizes of rough size estimates there. You can see
Velociraptor's the tiny little boy, or besides
it's the one. It's number 2. It's the bottom left.
The one that looks like it's got its umbilical cord connected to the duckbill guy.
Yes. So
I love that you see.
So right there, we have a good swath of dromaeosaurs here. These are all dromaeosaurs. Velociraptor being the little turkey-sized guy. Microraptor, or wait, what's it? Can you read what number 1 says, Schlegel, on your screen?
G-U-I. Guai?
Number 1 is Microraptor Gooey? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Microraptor. Okay, I just couldn't make it out because it's blurry on my screen.
But it can fly?
Yeah, it did have kind of front and hind wings. Microraptor is a dromaeosaur, half bird kind of deal. And then over on the far right, I think is Deinonychus. And then the other big one there is Ostroraptor, which kind of competes with Utah raptor for potentially being the largest dromaeosaur. You can see it has a very different build style.
Duck bill, almost. Duck bill instead of teeth.
Yeah, it's probably more of a more cheetah like or something like that, right? Like it's hunting things down by running them down, and it's got a smaller that smaller face will lend itself to maybe snagging fish or birds or pterosaurs, smaller things, and doing things that move quickly, as opposed to Utah raptor here, which would jump up on a big, mean cow of a dinosaur and wrestle it down.
Not unlike the opening scene of Jurassic Park, and then the clever girl, just with feathers, would be a different version of that.
All right, I'm going to read the rest here.
Yeah.
In 1995, paleontologist Robert T. Baker published the book Raptor Red. It is a kick-ass book that features a fictional female Utah raptor as the protagonist. There is nothing fantastic about the storyline. It is intended as a best guess imagined period piece based on the best paleontological evidence of the day. It is one of the few books I've ever read with no dialogue and a non-verbal protagonist. I recommend it. That's it.
Do you think they ever called him T Bagger? Do you think when he was little, anybody ever called him T Bagger?
Maybe, yeah, T Bagger. That's a good. You waited for me to be finished with that paragraph and held on to that name for that long. That's a good half point right there.
Half point for mine.
In 2018, a 10-year-old hero who is now 18, by the way. In 2018,
that's how time works.
Yeah, in 2018, a 10-year-old by the name of Kenyon Roberts noticed the glaring gap in our state representation of dinosaurs, specifically, and he began his campaign to get it named the Utah State Dinosaur. It was approved by the Senate later that year. And that is our state dinosaur now.
Rob,
Wait, how long ago was that? How old is this kid now?
He's 18. It was 8 years ago. He was 10.
He just got his mission call. I think he's going to Spain, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I met Jim, is through his dad was introduced me to him.
Well, by the way, Rob, Gerke, a lot of info for a young man and what his traveling plans are. So I'm glad you have that just on your pocket hip.
Is he kind of cocky, Gerke? Is he kind of cocky?
Yeah, a little cocky, right?
No, he's kind of more obsessed with dinosaurs than Rob is.
Now,
good.
Rob,
good.
Real quick question about when they.
But he's using his powers for good.
Well, wait, maybe Gerke can.
Oh, that's good.
Gerke can answer this question. Gerke, when you were up there and this kid was trying to push for the Utah Raptor to be the state dinosaur, were there like 7 to 8 dorks who were like, Allosaurus, like, were there other dorks like trying to hold on to what had been?
So Allosaurus is still the state has always been and is our state fossil.
Big Allosaurus money wins the day. Is that what we're hearing?
No.
Unbelievable.
No, Schlegel, we have 3 state dinosaurs. We have a state bird, we have a state fossil that is a dinosaur, and we have a state dinosaur.
So fossil and dinosaur is how they played peace with the people.
That's how these are different. Yep.
Do any states have a fossil that's not a dinosaur? Like a state fossil?
Yeah, like
like
a trilobite.
Like a trilobite
but Kentucky will be McConnell, right, Ryan? Fossil. You know what I mean, Ryan? Political.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Love it.
Political stuff.
There was a they found like a big lake bed down by an ancient lake bed down by St. George, and they've found an incredible number of undiscovered fossils down there. So if you want some cool fossils, just go down there and take whatever you want.
Is this Archosaur Archives?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't. I meant to say don't do that.
Archosaur
Don't
Archives.
do that.
We had a pirate show up, and his name's Robert Gerke, being like, "Steal it all, motherfuckers!" Like, it's like, what are you doing?
I mean, they just leave that cool stuff laying around.
Real quick, guys. Look at these beautiful. What do you call them, Rob? The images that are based on the idea of dinosaurs or archosaurs. They're called what? What images? There's a name for them.
I use the term paleo art.
Paleo.
I think that's common.
And so,
yeah.
I mean, come on.
I love these guys.
Might be a little like warm. They'll be warm with their fucking feathers. And feathers are
just look at that, like just bulky boy.
With the, I know that one. It looks like a fucking like a regular house bird at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to like cuddle up to that.
Non-threatening. It doesn't look threatening. And then I look at the
until you fully realize that it is absolutely a tiger.
Unbelievable.
It is absolutely bigger than and more dangerous than a tiger.
Rob, I can't tell you how much I love Archosaur Archives. This is so great. Thank you for the work you've done, and
good
also,
pictures.
And these are great. Is it Utah? Utah
Raptor.
Utah. But Rob, what I can't wait is now that we've cleared the docket. Guess what? You got to fill it up again, my friend. Pick the next one.
And then one more thing I think that is worth looking at is down below all those pictures. There was one link.
Is it porn?
It's porn. Okay. Click on it.
You'll like it.
Link there.
Dino porn.
Oh, it's the website of the boy.
Oh. Gerke's boy.
It's not my boy. I've met the boy.
Well, it's your boy at this point. Wait, what is he doing? There's sharks there. That's not a Utah raptor.
Claiming, he says, I'm a scuba diver, a conservationist.
Wow.
And he's got his own little website.
What are we doing wrong, guys?
What
are we
doing? Guy who was a 10-year-old, but 8 years ago.
What are we doing wrong when we're not having websites that's like, yeah, I found a fucking Utah raptor. Yeah, I'm now swimming with the sharks. Like, it's like
Look
Jacques
at this sick
Cousteau.
logo he's got. Did you see that logo with the Utah raptor and like the kind of 70s stripes?
Oh yeah,
right there. Look at
is this AI shit or
who knows? But he's put together a cute little website. Anyway,
you know what it goes into,
Rob?
Fun. You know what it goes into? The Archosaur Archives. You can find that on Polyester Blend when we do, Rob, another amazing installment. Another amazing Gentlemen, we are at the 11 o'clock hour. I would recommend at this point we have one choice after a music break, quick music break. We have two options. Wiki music game or topics. Which one do you guys want? Democracy. Ryan, let's go with you.
Everybody's super on board with.
Well, we can just do topics. We can, but anyway, go ahead.
I think we should save Wiki music game for when Clayton can play.
Okay, we'll do topics then. Everyone good with topics?
Yeah.
Do that. People, tired songs. Ryan, you were so tired after your hard day. There's no way you looked up songs, right?
Well, I mean, there's that Fugazi song.
Oh, did you put it in there?
I think it's called. I didn't. No, I didn't. I just thought of it right now.
Oh, what is it? What is the song? I can't remember.
I think it's just "I'm Tired." I'm so tired by Fugazi.
People. Oh yeah, off of the. By the way, is that Argument?
And this is another. It goes with the Pretenders in that it's a very non-rock song.
And that I think that should be music break next time. Is non-rock music from rock bands. Also, another one we should save it for Father's Day. It's next year, which is I love the concept of what bands all of us had in common with our fathers. Like that is a funny idea. I can't believe that. We're gonna play this Fugazi. It's a Fugazi. It's Fugazi. By the way, Ryan, always every year I think, like in stocks, I always think of Fugazi more and more. Just like they never depreciate. They're always a band that in value I think are one of the best ever. Sleep. Is it from? Oh, why am I not finding it, Ryan? What album is it from?
It's from these. Let's see. The instrument soundtrack.
What is it? Oh, here we go. Fugazi, I'm so tired. 2 minutes. Perfect, Ryan. Perfect. We'll be back after Fugazi. Jeremy, Fugazi. Jeremy, Fugazi. Very quick. 2 minutes, we come back and we do topics, people. Polyester Blend. Thanks for being here. Poly Blend.
Only have a contract underneath, separate from you all. You all. This time, lost my own return in spite of everything I've learned. I hit my tracks, spit out all my air, slipped into cracks, stripped of all my cares, my cares. I'm so tired. Sheep are counting me. No more struggle. No more energy. No more patience. You can write that down. It's all too crazy. I'm not sticking around.
Poly Blend. Oh, look at that. We go to that. Jeremy, did you have some movies you wanted to talk about? Because before we get to topics, I would love to hear about them. Do you have a couple movies you want to talk about?
I've got a little bit of Jeremy's Jeff Quay film talk.
Let's do it, baby. Poly Blend. I wasn't sure if we cleared the docket last week, but let's do it. Jeremy's Jeff Quay film talk.
It's the glorious summer movies. They just keep on coming, whether you want to watch
Jeremy,
them.
do you believe in this thing that August is now the new dead time? Throw out movies that aren't going to do well in August. Have you heard about this theory?
It's an interesting theory. I mean, I don't know that that's a new thing. It's always been the less of the summer movie.
You put them in June. You put them in July.
Yeah, you do June and July. Those have always been the big real estate films, and then August is a little bit more of a dumping ground, or if not a dumping ground, then the lower profile films. But we got this latest Spider-Man movie.
I'm wondering about that. Spider-Man host. Who's here to watch all of these? Tom Holland? Is that what it is?
I don't think I watched all of them. I watched the new one. How many? I definitely haven't seen all the Andrew Garfield ones.
Yeah, because Rob, you were the closest to understanding any of this to me. Did you watch any of this new trilogy of Spider-Man? No.
I've seen all but the latest one.
Are you interested to watching them?
Yeah, I'll go watch the new one.
Okay.
Maybe I have seen all of them because I saw the one with.
Can I say real quick, Ryan?
I think I have seen all of them. Did he only do 3?
Yeah, this is the third.
3 before this one. Yeah, this is the fourth.
The third one. There was the one with.
This is the fourth.
Spider-Man.
Garfield only did 2, but then you call it with the third one where they all come back together or whatever that one is called. Ryan Bradford, I really wonder if you and I are on the same page. And Jeremy, this goes back to film talk. Ryan, you and I are Evil Dead freaks. We love Evil Dead. He did the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. We watched those. Did you have I didn't love them. They were fine. They were fun. I actually liked it when it got weirder. Ryan, did you feel that way, or did you just dislodge from Spider-Man after that? You know what I mean? Like, we love the fact that Sam Raimi was making Spider-Man was so exciting.
Yeah, I still think like I mean, you guys were like working in the theaters like when that movie came out.
Yep.
I think I saw that movie maybe 6 or 7 times in the theater.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Right after 9/11, it was a very 9/11 influence, by the way, at the end, if you remember.
Yeah, no, it's just like I remember loving that movie so much, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can't remember.
Did you care about second?
2?
Yeah,
was the better.
The second one was the best one
Yes.
of the Tobey Maguire trilogy.
Yeah,
totally.
I remember feeling like, well, they were huge when those were coming out. I remember like the build up, like in the week or so before it came out, like everyone was like, oh, new. Even the first one before, like, and then that was a big hit. So yeah, I feel like those, even the third one, that I didn't hate it as much as some people did.
I thought it was kind of fun. They were kind of.
I think about the third one weirdly a lot, even though I remember not liking it.
You mean like the musical number and stuff like that? I was kind of like, I appreciate it. At least they were just doing some, like, let's try something new. I feel like the reason that I feel like I haven't seen all these Tom Holland Spider-Mans is because they had all the fucking tie-ins to the Marvel universe. So it always feels like, oh, there's some like plot line that was mentioned in.
And by the way, Jeremy, I've never asked you
Captain America 7.5, and if you didn't see that,
Jeremy, have you watched all the? Are you up to date on all Marvel shit? I've never asked you that. Are you up to date on that?
Well, I just said that I felt like I don't. Feel like I haven't seen all the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, where I think I've actually seen all of the actual Spider-Man build movies. I mean, I've probably seen more than most people who aren't like super into it,
but
just
not religious about it. Not religious.
But I'm not religious about it. I've definitely missed some, and like I said, there's always just some, like, could be from a fucking TV series. You know, they're like, oh, if you watch Disney Plus, you'll know what the fuck these characters are talking about in this scene, and if you don't.
And I think Jeremy hit on a point that like alienated me, at least, from the Marvel universe, was like, unless you've seen all of the movies, it doesn't fit together. And so, you know, once you miss one, why see the next one? So that's why I think they kind of did it to
find,
themselves.
Yerky, that you just have to approach it as they'll talk about some shit and it's not really important and it doesn't really matter.
But you'll go to it, Jeremy.
And so you just kind of have to let it roll off.
So you'll go. You'll go.
I mean, I went to this one. I saw it. I actually saw it at Broovies, which was the first film Janine and I saw at Broovies in a very long time.
That's fun. That's actually a good
movie.
movie.
We were kind of like, let's not see any movie we actually care about at Broovies because it's kind of a shit show.
Just get fucking food and beers and whatever.
Noisy and dropping, breaking glasses.
Dirty ass movie. Yeah. That's a great.
But I'd say this is like, it's not as good as the Spider-Verse movies by any stretch.
And I like those. Those are weirdly.
Yeah, those are really good.
Those are really good.
This is, it's like, yeah, they're trying. Sean Burns made the comment that like it almost looks like a real movie. I saw it with Greg Midgley, who commented, "We aren't sure if it's just. We thought maybe the projection bulbs were too dim."
No,
but he said it looked like they were trying to shoot it like The Godfather, like Gordon Willis.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that talk, Jeremy? That what's the main guy? Holland, Tom Holland, right? Which apparently him and his wife are the Gen Z. But he saw Christopher Nolan working on the Odyssey, and he brought those production values to this Spider-Man, which is so funny because it's like it's not the same thing, but I appreciate that he was like, Hey,
Yeah.
I watched The Best Dude Ever, and we should do that.
This is what Christopher Nolan was doing. That would be like, you know, when your high school friend who won't shut up about like his European exchange program.
I work
like, oh well, Christopher Nolan serves beer in vending machines, man.
Dude, I was a PA on Perry Lyndon, and like we should just do candlelight. Like, let's just do like I think we should just do it that way. Like, cool, dude, cool. But like I don't know if it transitions. I do love this, like, our tour person going to corporate and then trying to make that work. That's interesting. It's a weird mix of like, no,
Yeah.
you know. But anyway, Jeremy. Yeah.
But you know, this guy, Destin Daniel Cretton, you know, he worked on the show I have not seen, Short Term 12. If anyone's seen that.
I have not.
That guy's I interviewed that guy for City Beat when that movie came out.
He made a movie that I liked quite a bit called I Am Not a Hipster. That's about like, this was like in 2012, it played at Sundance. But it was about, you know, an indie musician who kind of suddenly, like, his record had taken off, but he's kind of this weird, reclusive, depressive guy, and everyone's trying to like suck up to him and stuff. So it's a pretty good movie. I think you got a talented director. There's a whole like surprise, like they won't tell you who the villain is, and is, you know, it's one of those. I don't want to say anything about it because then I'll give away the super secret surprise.
Yeah. But what's the next
one? But it's one of those, like, you know, part of it's that it's like, oh, we're tying in different characters from different comic books. So it's almost like you should be shocked because it's this character now. Isn't that exciting? And it's kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier about, you know, making everything like an ad for the next movie as much as it is the movie you're watching. So then another movie that's much lower profile, second and final movie to talk about today, is Matt Johnson's Tony.
Oh, I am so interested about this.
Some of you might have just watched Matt Johnson's last film, Nirvana, the
band, the movie.
I know.
Makes this too. And by the way, I've been along, Jeremy. I think Blackberry is a really good movie. I really like.
I agree. I think he did a really good job with Blackberry,
and the fact that he can go back and forth with this shit, where like, oh man, this guy's actually a dirty filmmaker when it comes to just like impromptu lo-fi, and then he can make an actual movie. But please go ahead.
So yeah, it's Dominic Sessa plays Anthony Bourdain, and as the title suggests, this was before he had his identity as Anthony Bourdain. It's a coming of age story, which to me, I think is a more interesting way to make a movie, because then it's like you're just telling a story. So it's basically, you know, and they have the quote that I think is on the poster, and it also opens the film, where he's basically saying he was a narcissistic, lout piece of shit, you know, and in need of a good ass kicking, I believe is the exact quote. So it's basically a punk kid who thinks he's a hotshot writer, but doesn't really know anything yet. But Dominic Sessa, if you saw The Leftovers, or the Holdovers, sorry.
Right.
With Paul Giamatti.
I love that movie.
Really good in that. So yeah, he's like the misfit kid that he's Paul
forgotten
Giamatti
movie. It's not. It's going to be one of those movies, I think, Jeremy, that will be forgotten. But great movie, great performance by him.
Yeah, and you know, he's basically follows this girl to like Providencetown, because he finds out he didn't get this fellowship he thought he was gonna get, and she's played by Amelia Jones from Coda. So you've got two really good young actors, and then he gets beaten up for being a drunk asshole and ends up sleeping on the hammock in the yard of a chef played by Antonia Banderas.
Can't believe that Banderas.
Yeah, so they're really good together, Sessa and Banderas, and I think ultimately the film has a few like Anthony Bourdain, this is Anthony Bourdain moments, but I think Johnson does a good job of kind of focusing more on just this coming of age character study rather than trying to constantly do nods to he's gonna become famous TV guy.
Awkwardness is what I was worried about, Jeremy. Is that awkward, or you don't worry about like they're playing Anthony, you know what I mean? Like I was so worried of it being like, oh no, you're not capturing.
I didn't feel like they were trying. I think it was kind of a refreshing thing that I didn't feel like, he's trying to take on Anthony Bourdain's affectations or whatever. I feel like that there's kind of a badass closing shot that's a little bit of like, now he's becoming who he will be.
That's kind of fun because
which is fun, but yeah, I think it really is like a lot of it's kind of this cringe comedy where he is just kind of a 20 overconfident 20 something. He thinks he can kind of lie his way through all these situations, and it's one of those like, there's like just a lot of cringe comedies type stuff in it where this is going to catch up with the character, but
with the director's background is actually perfect for what
it works really well for it. So it's kind of perfect thing for Matt Johnson to do. And like I said, I think it's better to just have a story arc from the character's life rather than the like, here's a laundry list of like, then he did this, and then he, here's the famous clip from a TV show, and we recreated it, and now here he's playing Live Aid, and we recreated that.
Ryan, were you a Anthony Bourdain guy?
Oh yeah, I mean, his audiobook,
I think
The Kitchen Confidential, is so good.
It's so good, and I think that's what it's like, kind of a sacred character, Jeremy, that I'm so glad to hear what you're saying about it, because I think this person means more to a lot of us than I think. Like, he would do food and exploring food and geographical locations, and remember, he would also try to do film nuances to what he would do. So it's kind of like our guy, and like he's trying to do everything. So that's why I was worried about with this movie of like, what are you going to hold on to? What are you going to explore? Because there's a lot there. But anyway, Jeremy.
And it's kind of about how he falls in love with restaurants, but also how he just kind of grows up and, actually realizes.
Can't wait. Jeremy,
there's more to life. So there's a great arc just in terms of like some magical moments with food that helps like fulfill his character arc without it being.
Jeremy, do we need to come up with a scale for you? We don't have a scale for you. Like, I feel like these should be archived. Like Roger Ebert has the 4 stars.
And that way, like, I can be judged in the future. Like, he only gave this 3.5.
But also, you can wrestle with your own reviews. You know what I mean?
I mean, we've got the Costner scale.
Oh, should it be the Costner ass scale? I mean, we certainly. Oh, do I have it still?
No,
I don't know.
Next time.
But Jeremy, we should think of a scale for you, because I love your reviews, but I would love them to be archived. I'm not meaning that you have to 100% believe what you say on Polyester Blend being your final thoughts, but like initial thought. You know what I mean? Like, I think it'd be fun for you to have that here. Final movie, Jeremy. Final movie. Think about that.
Nope. All right. No, think about it. Well, that was the final movie. I just had those two today. So, It went a little longer than I expected, but we had
what review? Maybe we should decide, Jeremy, next week decide. Do you want Kevin Costner ass review for you, or what? Would you?
I'll think about it.
Think about it. Last thing here tonight, people, is topics, and we'll only do a couple. Here tonight. People, a long-going segment on Polyester Blend is where I throw out some things to my good friends, and they have to debate about how they feel about it and where they think they are. Gurky, I need you number one on verses. I've got verses this week. Verses one versus another. As a man who has a passion for both of these, I wonder what you think. Gurky, late 80s wrestler announcer. So late 80s announcer for wrestling, or would you be a 60s baseball radio announcer? Like,
you're killing me with this.
Those both seem like a lot of fun. So again, topics is what you would choose between these two.
So we've got basically Mean Gene Okerlund versus Vin Scully.
Cream rises to the top. Cream rises up. Oh, we got a bat off the first plate. Oh, error from the second baseman. We'll go back on that. I mean, how fun would be both of those?
Yeah, you pulled up a good one here.
I tried. I edited. I had a bad one for the second option. I edited earlier. Go ahead.
I might have to go with baseball announcer, because being a wrestling announcer is just being an actor, really.
Yeah, in the 60s, you're like dictating the tone, especially in the 60s. That's how a lot of people.
And holy cow! I just made a Harry Carey reference. But there were some great announcers in the 60s and 70s. I mean,
I think it's baseball. Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, it's got to be baseball.
I think so,
That's
too.
so cool.
Anyone else, Jeremy? Would you rather be wrestling? I don't think so.
I think it's a home run.
Jeremy, you know what's also a home run is when you have a run going through your gutty works, it needs to go out and find its home base in a toilet. Jeremy, have to shit during an interview or have to shit during a family member's funeral? What would you prefer, Jeremy? Both.
Like a job interview, or
a job interview.
Like Jerky's interviewing you because he's about to.
Job interview. Job. I should. Oh no, it's a great point. Job interview.
I mean, if you're zooming on for your job interview, perfect opportunity to just
close camera
get
or blur. Would you blur
background and just hope you. Maybe put like a beach patio background on there. So maybe I'm just relaxing on the beach. Yeah, I feel like. I mean, I guess if it's like explosive diarrhea versus. I don't know. I'd lean toward job interview because you might not want the job that much anyway.
No, I think it's...
And your family member's dead, so what do they care?
It's your family member. They love you. They want you to have the best life.
Yeah, let's do the job interview because you can have another job interview, You only have that one funeral.
Ryan, what do you think? Family member funeral, have to shit, or job interview?
I would think that my family would love me enough to understand.
Right. I have to shit.
Even after they're gone.
I gotta shit.
I gotta shit.
But the future of our lineage, the Bradford name, let them get a job to make more money. Let them shit.
Make more money. Take more shits at funerals.
I guess like the question, like did someone else prepare? You're missing like a really good speech. That's only going to be given once.
I think there's more opportunity to. They might. Hey, he'll come back. Where a job interview, you're one-on-one. Family funeral. We're bumping Ryan Bradford shitting. He's got a shit, so we'll bump him 2 more.
Yeah, then he'll give his speech once. We're all going to take a break.
Yeah.
while Ryan shits so that he can, give his eulogy.
I think it's the family funeral. Ryan, I made this one for you. Ryan, this is for you.
Eulogy.
Ryan.
Sorry.
Oh,
You could also, sorry, but you could just act like you were really sad and like had to run into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your family to know you shit,
Ryan, be Crypt Keeper or be the U.S. president. Ryan.
This is specifically for me, and you know the answer. Be the Crypt Keeper.
Ryan, but the Crypt Keeper. He's like, you're in a basement only wanting mischief about people's lives. If you were the U.S. president, you could maybe affect society and then just do like speeches or.
I feel like the Crypt Keeper has done more for the world and society at large than any USA president.
Right. On record, you say the Crypt Keeper has done better for, I'm assuming, morals or assuming how to be
for comedy, for storytelling, for keeping stories and our tradition of oral storytelling
Gurky,
alive.
Do you want to be in that crypt, keeping these stories, going over them, or would you be U.S. president? Gurky, it's a simple question. It's a simple question, Gurky.
Is there room for like crossover? Can you be U.S. president and then make like bad, like gory puns? Like
no.
Sure you can. Once you're the president, you can do whatever you want.
Because I was gonna say, like, if you're the U.S. president, you can still be like, his intestines fell out.
No, you're already in office, so if you're not running for re-election, you can just do whatever you want. People have to pay attention to you.
I'm gonna watch Tales from the Crypt from you because Steph would agree. Gurky does a really good Crypt Keeper. Ryan, did you hear that?
Yeah,
he was doing good.
That was fantastic.
But we go to the bottom question, gentlemen. Rob,
I'm just gonna say I'd be U.S. president if it would then like just usurp the current president.
But
then
can I be both?
Well, Ryan, does the Crypt Keeper do like a Scrooge thing where he like casts stories that you have to go through to learn your morals of why you're bad? Would the Crypt Keeper cast a story on Trump where he'd have to live it out and be like, no, I don't want that. Change it.
Oh yeah. No, if Trump fell into a Tales from the Crypt episode, he would definitely get his comeuppance. And that is the best part of every Tales from the Crypt.
But would he learn?
Somebody gets a comeuppance.
But would Trump wake up and be like, it turns out.
No, he would die in a very kind of ironic or expected way. And it'd be very violent.
It's not like if the Crypt Keeper tells the story, it like that doesn't make it become true.
And by the way, Ryan, does the Crypt Keeper write the story? Is he writing this? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, he's writing these. All his terrifying tomes, all his nasty nuggets.
He's documenting.
Jeremy Matthews, I ask you this question. Be the foremost music journalist in the world or a band with 2-album deal. Jeremy, would you just rather write about music or have a 2-album deal?
I mean, as a musician, I would probably like if it's a really good 2-album deal, like with a good label, they're giving us all the money we want to do drugs and record some masterpieces.
100%. All the drugs, all the fun, all that.
So I'd probably lean toward that just because, get paid to record music. But being the foremost music journalist, you're going to get like festival passes anywhere any cool show like you want to go to for your whole life. So that, for average lifestyle, like that would be the win because a band with a 2-album deal
isn't a guarantee.
90% of the time, it's not even really, it isn't a guarantee in this day and age, in the age of Spotify, no one really makes any money. Unless they're like Taylor Swift. So from a like selfish, a non-creative like
bet
point
on
of view.
Bet on yourself.
Foremost, No, foremost music journalist is totally what the smart move would be. I might still be like, yeah, I'll take the two albums.
Bet on yourself. You know what I mean? Like bet on.
I'm not betting on myself. I'm just like, it would be fun to get paid to, sit around the studio and record for a couple years and then, put the pieces of my life back together once we fail.
Right. Right.
I'd be down for that, but it definitely wouldn't have the long term.
So you, like, at the end of the day, Jeremy, you go with journalists.
I'd go with 2-album deal, but I'd advise everyone not to do that. I'd say you'll have a lot more fun as the foremost music journalist.
I love it, Jeremy. I'm so proud of you, and that's what I wanted. It's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna make those albums. Ryan Bradford, you have no spine. What would you do?
Ryan's
actively purchasing items off of JCPenney. Like I am.
Actually.
What do you think, Ryan?
Careful, there's poo. There's poo. Careful, there's poo. I would do the band. I've been around enough famous music journalists to know that
just give it your all. Just give it like, fuck it. We're going to make a fucking album. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And I get two. Gurky, you have no instinct ever on anything. But can we find you on one of these?
Journalism's dead, and you'd probably make more with a 2-album deal than you would ever make being a journalist for 40 years. So
yeah,
it's pretty straightforward.
Producer Rob.
The Crypt Keeper one was harder.
I know it was.
I think I'd have a better time faking being a music journalist.
This last one's for you. Last one's for you, Producer Rob.
Okay.
Movie with popcorn and candy. With popcorn. Whoa, sorry. Totally not. Movie with soda and ice cream. So you got to watch a movie and you have popcorn and candy, or you watch a movie and you get a soda and ice cream.
Theatrically.
Well, so you go to a movie.
You can watch it.
No. Look.
No.
So one I get sugar and salt, and the other one I get a nice cold drink and a nice cold treat.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have to pick one or the other.
Yes.
So in the popcorn and candy scenario,
if you're gonna sit
I'm
down,
drinkless.
You sit
I'm
down
drinkless.
in a movie theater, Rob. You sit down in a movie theater to watch a new movie. You get popcorn and candy, or you get a soda and ice cream. What would you
do? If those are my two choices, I have to get the drink.
Thirsty boy.
I'm a thirsty boy. I live my life with a drink in my hand.
Jeremy, you go to movie theaters all the time. Is that right or is that wrong?
Well, I mean, and the popcorn salty, it's going to make you more thirsty. So, are you at least getting Are you getting a courtesy cup of water at least, or
no? You
can't get anything to drink while you have
dry.
So here's my issue with soda and ice cream. Is that ice cream, sometimes they have the bars. It's not the easiest thing to eat in the dark. You're going to spill ice cream all over yourself like a real husky boy. So that's why I think popcorn and candy are more natural, eat in the theater, in the dark things. But I sympathize with Rob's answer that if you don't have any sort of liquid beverage to consume with popcorn, it kind of ruins the popcorn.
Yeah.
If you snuck in a beer or whatever, then you're golden, or you get a courtesy cup of water, whatever.
Ryan, do you feel differently on this world? Like, what do you think?
I'm not a soda fan, so I would go with the candy and popcorn.
But Ryan, how do you wash?
This guy hates sauce. He lives a dry life.
He does live a dry life.
I would have a beer if they have beer.
No, popcorn candy.
That's what I said. Sneak in a beer. Take popcorn and candy and sneak in a beer. You're golden.
I love that you guys had to find a way around this because it doesn't say sneak in a beer. It is.
Yeah, but
No, I said popcorn and candy.
Can't sneak in a beer. Yeah, Bradford's happy with popcorn and candy regardless.
Gurky, give us an answer. Gurky, give us an answer.
I didn't realize people ate ice cream at the theater. That's like that. You got to be a monster to do
it's
that
absurd
kind of stuff. That's insane. And a movie isn't a movie if you don't have a big bucket of popcorn. When I saw Oppenheimer, I ate like an extra large bucket of popcorn, got the refill, and destroyed that. I was having heart palpitations on the way out the door. But I loved it, and you got to get popcorn, and candy's a nice little bonus. Cuts the salt a little bit.
Were you like your second popcorn handful going in like right as all the dust.
We're gonna save rank 'em for next time. We'll just do 2 of the classic kill, marry, sexual times with Gurky. We'll do 3 of them. Gurky, professional gardener, professional electrician, or a professional plumber. What are we doing here? A
professional. Well, can I get some clarity on professional gardener,
please?
I mean, am I like raising world famous tomatoes, or am I just taking care of somebody's yard?
You'll always do a good job, but you're not like a rancher. You'll just like take care of properties. Oh, they need to grow something. You just taking care of a property.
Is the property owner a lonely housewife?
Especially in Gurky's case? Absolutely. That's why she hired him.
Because I have taken I do like gardening these days.
Okay,
and so I would probably marry gardening.
Oh.
The hard part is like electrical work kind of scares me. Plumbing, I feel like I could really mess up.
What about shit? I worry about shit, Gurky.
Yeah, so let's go with that.
Yeah, I think it's feces and piss.
That's probably where I was going.
What about money though? Is electrician a better life than gardener? So electrician marry because that's a 6-figure paycheck. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of why I was trying to get a sense of how gardening.
Or do you like the calmness of gardening that outweighs the money? Where,
I mean, I don't know. I guess if you don't have to buy groceries because you're gardening all the time, just pocket a tomato now and then. Get some popcorn and candy at the movies.
You're assuming that you are gardening your own yard. I'm saying you're taking care of other people's. Are you going to be able to take those tomatoes away? You're just working on other people's.
I am 100% stealing tomatoes. Yes.
Ryan, what are we doing here?
Is that what professional gardeners do? I thought professional gardeners were mostly trimming topiaries and shit.
Ryan, explain to us. San Diego, you've got a lot of growth out there.
I mostly agree with this. I think I'm terrified of electricity.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that would kill me faster than any of these other ones. But still, like I don't want to deal with people's shit. Careful, there's poo. So I'm gonna agree with this one.
I think it's right there. Ryan, last one before you go, and we're gonna end the show right now. Ryan, I just watched Roadhouse. The great Patrick Swayze.
Amazing. Incredible.
The movie. My question for you, Ryan, is this, and if you're a P. Swayze head, you know what I'm doing. Ryan, would you rather be the best cooler in the USA, dance instructor at a camp, which I will say, turns out you meet a lot of ladies. Maybe if you're a guy who's...
Maybe you pay for their abortion.
Or Ryan... Kick-ass bank robber, adrenaline junkie. Ryan, before I ask one last question before we end the show. Ryan, best cooler in the USA, dance instructor at camp, kick-ass bank robber, adrenaline junkie. I think you need to work with Robert Gurky. I think Robert might know what you're talking about. Work together on this.
Oh, Girk. I want to do all of these.
Best.
Just sexual times with all three. I think the adrenaline junkie is not something you want to marry. I think that's a sexual times thing.
Of course. 100%.
I don't
like. Wouldn't it be so cool to be the best cooler in the USA?
And by the way, I think
it's kind of way I'm leaning too.
You show up and ladies are like, "Yo, dog." I do.
Well, and also like getting up every day and being a dance instructor at a camp is kind of like, at some point you got to look yourself in the mirror and go, "This is not what my parents had in mind for me."
So we're doing Mary.
Mary, best cooler in the U.S. There's a good J.C. Penney line in Roadhouse,
I think the
too.
dance instructor, I'm worried about ages of people being...
Yeah, no, you're supposed to be dating the teenage girls, right?
Yeah, we kill that. That's... The age verification is bad. Mary best cooler because you cool every bar and they seemingly are of right age. Sexual times... Yeah, I don't want to be arrested. I think Mary is the right one.
Well, and I think if you're a bank robber, you don't rob banks every day.
Yeah.
So you're not married to it. It's an occasional thing, which, I do sexual times once every 3 years. So that's how often I rob banks.
Can't wait for it. Last question of the night. Last question of the night is this. Kenny Roberts, what is this? We have actually someone joining the Zoom. Might have to kill them very soon. Guys, when we get people this late, it's a problem.
No, this is gonna be cool. If this is what I think it is.
I've opened it.
Keep your language clean, gentlemen.
Oh, we will. Last thing is this. Gurky, I'll lead this off with you. Be King Kong, be Godzilla, or be Bruce from Jaws. What would you prefer? Oh my God, all those are insane. What would you prefer, Gurky? Be King Kong? Or be Godzilla, or be Bruce Jaws from,
Did you let Kenyon in?
Oh yeah, he's here.
Okay, he wants to talk to Rob about Utah Raptors.
Well, we're about to end the show, but God, we could do the after hours. We could do the after.
All
hours.
right.
Kenny,
I think Godzilla is the way to go because he's on land and sea. So you marry that. And I think King Kong is pretty cool. I don't. Being a shark, like especially a shark that like gets killed, is not the way to go.
Ryan, your final thoughts before you end the show, and we know you have to go. Ryan,
I gotta go. I would do.
Be one of them. Be them.
Be one of them. I think King Kong's not very... I mean, he's not very powerful. If you're Jaws, you're kind of untouchable. You're king of the ocean.
Yeah, but he gets
so I would
killed.
marry King Kong.
Okay. Oh,
Sexual
marry.
times with Jaws.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then, kill King Kong.
Why kill? Why? Oh, my God.
No. I'm sorry. Kill King Kong. Marry Godzilla. Sexual times Bruce.
Why Godzilla? Why is he the ultimate person?
Because he's huge and he can shoot lasers out of his mouth.
Yeah, he can shoot lasers. Don't discount that.
He did survive for a lot of movies. I feel like, I don't know, Gurky, tell me, I feel like Kong, you live on a nice island until really the end of your life is when they bother you. But for a lot of time, you're just hanging out on Skull Island. No one's bothering you. I don't know. Gurky, tell me.
I mean, I could live with this. I think the King Kong one is. I prefer to be King Kong to Jaws, but I know you guys like Jaws, so.
Well, we love Jaws, but I don't want to be Jaws. To be Jaws. Oh, if I became Jaws, no. I don't. What's scary about Jaws is you can't see it in the water. I don't know. Garky, what would you say?
I already said what I said.
Right.
I'm sticking with it.
Producer Rob, what would you say?
Obviously, you got to marry Gojira. I think I gotta kill Bruce. Unfortunately, I'm just not a good swimmer.
Yeah.
I'm just not a strong swimmer. So King Kong for
Rob, have you ever watched
one special time?
So wait, where's Godzilla's actual time?
Yeah, of course. No, Godzilla. I'm marrying Godzilla.
Oh, you're marrying it. I think everyone's marrying Godzilla. It does have the most thing. I just rewatched the 1976 King Kong. It's nuts. It's free on YouTube if you pay for YouTube. It's interesting as fuck. I would say watch that. People, we're at the end of the night. Way beyond the end of the night. I want to say this. Polyblend. I'm going to give Husky Boy of the Show what boy deserves this? You know what? He did 2 point of orders. Ryan Bradford, you are Husky Boy of the Show. You did 2 point of orders, really good stories. You killed it. I loved it. Ryan, you lead with the last thing I want to say is, Ryan, what do you want to do this week before the weekends? What do you want? What's the next week?
For the weekends.
What do you want?
I just want to survive this week. Want to get through these classes. Hopefully my classes even out a little bit. So yeah, just
36 kids is so many kids, Bradford.
So many kids, Ryan. I think we all feel that of knowing when we went to high school and seeing how many kids in that class. God bless. That's college shit.
That's rough.
Let's do producer Rob. Producer Rob.
Love you all. Good night. Good.
Wait,
Night, Bradford.
Producer Rob, what do you want to do this week? What do you want to do?
I'm ready to make a commitment here. I need to make an appointment with a doctor tomorrow. I need to have a doctor.
I love
That's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
I love it, Rob. I love it. You share the name with him. Rob, keep going with that. We share a name with this guy, Robert Gerke. What do you want to do this week?
Squish a mouse, shop at JCPenney, and not step in poop. I just want to live Bradford's life.
Sick bitch. You sick bitch. We can't wait for that. Jeremy Matthews, what do you want to do this week? What do you want to do?
I got some savings bonds that I need to cash. They're not making money anymore from like when I was a kid.
Can't wait for that.
Figure that out.
Talk more there, gentlemen. This entire time, I don't know if you guys realize this. We've been waiting. I've been told we will get time tomorrow. We will find out more next week. I think you guys can all realize what I'm talking about, which is, of course, the wonderful. You won't even call me in. I can't get to him. We'll be back next week with Fernie Burhill, our agent. He will let us in. I'm hoping we'll get to that. But besides that, we'll do a sing along. This is a song we do every week because this is what we'll be remembered for at the end of the night.
Arizona moon,
Keep shining
from the desert sky above. You know, pretty soon that big yellow moon will light the way back to the one you love. Blue shadows on the trail. Little cowboy, close your eyes and dream. All of the doggies are in the corral. all of your work is done. Just close your eyes and dream, little pal. Dream of someone.
Dream of another show. It's coming next Monday. Next Monday. What else will you find about? What knowledge? What experiences? That's what we do.
Blue shadows on the trail.
I mean, we do so much. Just wait to see what we do.
Soft wind blowing through the trees above. All the other little cowboys back in the bunkhouse now. So close your eyes and
dream of another show. We'll be back next week. We're so lucky to be with all of you. That's what we do.
Bye, Lucky.
Until then, we love you all so much.
Night, man.
Polyester Blank.
Good night, Dad.
Polly Glenn.